Hello, everybody. Well, I have to tell you, I hope you can hear me. It's been a bit of a rush. I can't lie. This was meant to start 2 minutes ago, but I needed a poo. Let's cue my other intro if we can find it. Can Alex do this? Yes, he can. For the new people here who are looking at me and thinking you don't look like Jem, let me assure you this will be a good show, and let me show you exactly what it's going to be about. We're back, baby! We're back with the European watch-along. These went down much better than I thought they would last year. This channel's grown quite a bit, though, since the last been in. So, anyone watching, if you don't know me, I'm Alex, Euro expert. I have no life, and I watch a lot of football. Scandinavian football, Danish football, and tonight it's going to be Ligue 1 because this is the most interesting football we have. We've got Crofty in. Lyon had a mare earlier. Yes, they did. My goodness. Lyon were shit. They started the game, right? Like, okay. No, the opposite. They started the game horrifically. Then it went, like, half time after that, they were doing okay. It's just defensively so many issues. We've got Velvin. Velvin says, breaking NFC have agreed a deal to sell Zalewski to Lyon for 9.5 million. Damn, that's actually happened then. How do you feel, Velv, about getting him gone? Because I feel like he's quite a lovable player in some ways, but for Liverpool, we probably didn't really like him that much because he was bloody annoying. All right, for the people in, we are watching. I'm going to be commentating and giving an analysis on Marseille v Nice, or Nice v Marseille. Because Marseille are generally the most fun team I've watched in the last couple of years. I've been really going into football. But of course, not everyone wants to watch Ligue 1. A lot of you guys do, which I'm really happy about. We're driving a new era with that. But people just want to come in and ask the questions like we're getting right now. We've got JH coming in saying, thoughts on Chileta to West Ham? Do you think he will play good at right centre-back? He plays on the left. And is Chileta playing? Here we go. So yeah, just get the questions in, people. I will be opening the lines. You'll be able to come in. I'll probably do that just as the game kicks off, actually. But yeah, so got a lot to get through today. I'm going to get the game up. But as I said, I'm going to answer any questions. The guys asking about Chileta, give me a second. I'm going to answer your prayers. I'm just making sure my computer doesn't crash halfway through this. All right. So Chileta, I don't think he's playing. In fact, I'll get the lineups right now. There's no point in me sharing the screen at the moment. I'll read them out to you. Otherwise, it'll be too glitchy. Okay, so as it's Nice v Marseille. So the people who haven't been keeping up, Nice are actually under the management of Christophe Galtier, the guy who won Lille the title last season. So, yeah, he's done really big things. In fact, last week he beat Lille 4-0 away from home with Nice. So he's just completely turned things around. Chileta, no, he's not starting. Guys, thought I'd clear that up. But for West Ham, I think he'd be a great player. We've got Kegs in here from TikTok. For those who aren't following me on TikTok, you should. Kegs, thank you very much. The people on TikTok are absolute heroes. You're all brilliant. Oh, look at this. David's in. Woo, you're an expert. A big up. Back on the Shaqiri thing. It's time to let Shaqiri go. He had a good first season, but injuries have ruined him. And you want Doku. Well, Vale, I'm going to get you in the stream a bit later on whenever you're ready. I'm going to talk about Doku because I don't think he is the man for Liverpool at the moment, at least. For anyone who wants to watch this game live, it's going to be on BT Sport 3. BT Sport 3. So yeah, I'm hoping it's going to be up. Bloody hell! Come on, BT Sport. Do not be messing up my guide. Yeah, we're all good. We're all good. Okay, let me go through the chat. And yeah, Chileta, he's not playing. Marseille are starting William Saliba and Guendouzi, the Arsenal loanees who are really thriving in the formation. In fact, yeah, I will share my screen for this. Give me a second, guys, because The formation I want to show you. And before I do, I'm going to go through the rest. Christophe Gaultier, Matt Hayes in the chat. Big up, Matt, the best Tottenham YouTuber on this platform. We've got Alicia in from TikTok as well. Thank you for joining in. Get to watch Ben Rama live tomorrow. Ben Rama is a baller. He's going to get at least like 7 to 8 goals and assists tomorrow. Alicia's also going to the West Ham match. Nice. I live quite near West Ham, so maybe I should get myself down there. Is there any tickets left? Do you guys know? What game are you most excited to watch? What player are you most excited to watch? Oh, Conrad de la Fuente. Now, as I said, I was going to show you the formations, guys. Right, I'm going to show you Marseille's formation. And I want, I'm not showing it like a weird, graphic. It's not a 4-2-3-1, the wrong way around. This is Marseille's formation. They play a 3-2-4-1. Check it again, a 3-2-4-1. A 3-2-4-1. So Guendouzi, he's sometimes playing up front at the moment, right? Paye's dropping back. Gerson, the new Brazilian signing, he's going up front. Oh, I've got Caio Henrique. Oh, Conrad de la Fuente. I wonder if he's on the bench today. Conrad de la Fuente would be the one I usually watch, but Henrique's a good Brazilian. I would have been watching Fuente, but you can watch Cengiz-Under. Saliba, to the Arsenal fans watching, he starts here. He ends up on the right wing. There's so many weird things happening in this team. And Nice almost mistaken for Lille because they're basically copying the same formation under Gaultier, of course. But yeah, lots of West Ham fans here. Big up the West Ham fans. How many FPL points am I on? I am on, oh God, I don't know. I think I'm on 50 something. I've been okay. I captained Trent, so that went all right. Gonna make sure we get the lines open. For anyone who's new, doesn't know what it means, the lines open means you'll be able to join the chat. So we'll join the stream. Sorry, lines open in 2 minutes. We'll say 2 minutes, maybe. No, we'll go 5. Make sure we get the numbers up. Please share the stream as well, people. European watch longs. If you're new here, it's been a while because, like I said, more people to GNA TV. You might be thinking, Liga, why would I watch this guy? Watch this. They went really well last season. Just watching these European games, providing analysis and asking the questions like these as well. It doesn't have to be Liga related. Are the Saints staying up? I believe it. I begin to believe it. They had a good game today. I happen to be relegated still. It's still match day 2, mate, Barry. So don't draw any conclusions yet. We've got Brodwin saying hello. Do you think Amin Gouiri is going to shine? Yep, that's a really good player to watch. He could be a future Liverpool signing. Barry, we might stay up Euro, man. We might indeed stay up. By the way, Nice and Marseille are going to be kicking off at the moment. Leonardo says Dolberg's getting a brace today. Yep, Kasper Dolberg, the Danish sensation from the Euros. He's playing today. Prediction for Roma v Fiorentina? Good question. I don't know. But that's another thing we do here. We try and keep up on all the fixtures going on. So it's like a European Central here. And what's this? Oh, my name is Toby. I just like Barry. Okay. All right, Toby. I'll remember that then. Do you think you'll ever choose a club to support, or will you stay neutral forever? I'll stay neutral forever. Like I can't be a plastic fan and say I support this team or I support that team. It's just I can't be doing that. Can't be doing that. Please share the stream, people, by the way, and smash the like button as well. We always like you doing that. Let's have a look at Marseille at the moment. Now, Nice are probably the hardest team Marseille have played. Will we get into the questions as well, guys? I'm just making sure it gets shared. Nice is going to be the hardest team Marseille have played. At the moment, they've just been playing full throttle, so it's be fun to watch. You basically already support Lil. No, I don't. I don't care about Lil Kegs. I don't care about them. I'm sorry. Shane says, what made you captain Trent? Good question. Well, there's a couple of people that appear on this channel, I think. Some Chelsea fans called the Winter Surfer, Will. They have another channel. Names escape me. I'm really sorry for them. But I went on it the other day. I'll share it on my Twitter. And we were talking FBL. And I had captain Salah. And they brought up Salah's record beat Burnley. So I thought, I can't captain Salah. But I know Liverpool will keep a clean sheet. So I captained Trent. And that was my logic behind it. Thoughts on West Ham pissing the Europa League and winning it? Interestingly enough, Marseille are in the Europa League as well. I hope you come up against them, Lanzu, because you're going to be in for a bit of fun. Because right now, I'm telling you, Marseille have got the ball. They've got their back three set up. Guendouzi's dropping deep at the moment, which is a bit odd. But yeah, it's that Saliba. They've got the DM Boubacar Kamara, who's been Chelsea linked on the wing. Guendouzi's just won it well there, actually. So the point I was going to is Marseille are a bit mental. We're getting quite a few people in, so I'm going to put the link in the chat. Now, it's a bit different to how you guys usually do it. I will say. But when Jem's on here, he kind of gets a big crowd in. I know a lot of you have questions, and I want to get all of you asking the questions. So we operate a revolving door policy. So I'll get you in, ask a question, I'll give you an answer, maybe a follow-up, and then I kick you out. No, I just get someone else in, and we revolve it around. Big up Gio, who said big up Euro Expert. The link is in the chat. If you want to join me, ask a question live on stream, or you want to stay in the chat, it's up to you. But you can come right in now. Let's go through the other things. Is Cherki the best youngster in the league? I think so. Ooh, Nice almost just went through there. Boubacar Kamara has just taken down, I think that might have been Giroud. Free kick to Nice. To answer your question, I think Cherki is the most talented youngster. Just from what I've seen of him. This is a guy who I think he played 8 sets of 90 minutes last year, whatever that is. So like 500 minutes maybe. And he still was in the top 50 for dribbles completed in Ligue 1. He's a maverick with his feet. Really good on both feet too. We've got Wills in. Yo, from TikTok. Big up, Wills. Stay tuned with me. If you're new here, Wills, you've never been on StreamYard, I've got the link in the chat. You can come on. You can speak to me right here, just as Shane has just done. Hello, Shane. How are you, mate?
Hello.
Hello. What have you come in to say?
I've come in to ask you about, do you think a big club should sign Dwight McNeil?
Oh, I like that question. I think yes and no. So let me ask you first. What club are you thinking you should go to first?
Maybe a Leicester, or just not quite a top tier club, but better than Burnley.
I get you. See, my thing with Dwight McNeil, I think he could play a Chelsea or a United, but not as a winger. I think he'd be a really good left wing back, because at Burnley he's so like defensively disciplined under Dyche. He's done that really well, but he's also a really good dribbler. I think he completed the most crosses into the box last season, Shane too. So what we know is he's a really good crosser and pretty disciplined. But I just don't think he's a high level winger, but I definitely think he's a high level wing back. So let me ask you, if I'm saying Dwight McNeil's a wing back, is there any team you think you could go to there?
Well, what teams would use wing backs in the Prem? Well,
at the moment it would be Chelsea. I think they all operate in and out, but at the moment it's most Chelsea. Maybe Tottenham might operate to that, to be fair.
Mm-hmm.
So they could go there, to be fair.
But Chelsea have Chilwell and Alonso, so.
Yeah, but Alonso is quite old and he's really slow.
Yeah. I suppose McNeil will be good for the future.
Wait, while you're here, so let me ask you another question, just to get you on. What other games have you watched today?
Today I watched Chelsea versus United.
Oh, Chelsea v United, okay. Wait, Chelsea, Southampton v United, you mean?
No, well, Lukaku scored.
Chelsea Arsenal, yeah.
Arsenal, sorry.
We've got a last question then. What would you rate Pablo Maro's performance out of 10?
I don't. He was shaky, I thought.
I think that's kind. I'd give him a 1. What about you? Is he the last one?
Well, he hasn't really got much to offer with like how poor Arsenal are defensively. So like, yeah,
that's a fair point. To be fair, that's a fair point. Anyway, thank you for your question, Shane. You can come back on in the show. Just trying to get the revolving door. And yeah, thank you for coming on, man. I'll see you back in the stream probably in a bit. Thanks, man.
Right. Cheers.
There we go. Right, back to Nice v Marseille as well. I'm going to get into the chat as well. They're saying Dwight McNeil to West Ham. That could be cool. Hannah says, how do I join? The link is in the chat. I will re-put it in there right now. So for the people watching the game, obviously I like to come up with the Prem talk, but we want to stay focused because at the moment, Nice have had a free kick, but they blew it. That was a few minutes ago. It's not real clear chance at the moment, despite when they almost went through. Now, if you're watching this game with my commentary, I will say I was kind of hinting towards it before, but this should be the toughest game Marseille have faced. The two teams they've played is Bordeaux and Montpellier, and defensively those teams are quite weak. So they're a bit more. Nice are a lot more defensively strong. So it's going to be interesting to see how they try and break them down, because we can see already they're dominating the ball pretty much. But and I want to know how Nice cope with that, because Gaultier's Lille last season, they didn't care about having the ball, didn't care about it at all. Now, I want to quickly highlight a question that was put up in the chat before. Someone said something mean, and I want to get it back up. Let's get it. Just checking the best youngster, 565. Do you see Leo Vermento play today? Great performance, man. I didn't see him play. Tell me more about that, because I saw him play last week and I know he's very good, but I haven't seen him play today. Might come on later. Big up Velv, who said about TikTok. Oh, love the TikTok. Is there any chance I could be a co-host one day? Sure. But the same guy who said, "How do you get on?" Yeah, just click the link, mate, and you can come and ask your question. Right, here we go. Ewan said, "Off the uncultured TikTok lot in the chat, Twitter people are the best." Not having it. You're both as good as each other. TikTok, don't diss TikTok. Those guys are brilliant. I wanted to get that up and just get it there. Not having the TikTok guys diss. Absolutely not. Thoughts on the United game today? Also, you're Ollie out. I didn't watch United properly today. So you guys have to tell me, what was he like? Liam says, "Oh my, Livramento, what a player." Damn, fair enough. Let's look back to the game. Oh, we got a man of the match. What Livramento did then. What is it? Southampton still playing a back four? Because to my understanding, from what I know he got Academy Player of the Year at Chelsea as a wing back. He got like 5 goal contributions, but I don't know how good it was. Nice have just made a really good counter attack here, getting in behind Marseille. It's Guiri. Oh, that's a good interception. I want to know who it's 2 blocks as well. The Marseille centre back last week, Balerdi, the main central centre back, got sent off. That was after a game where he completed 3 dribbles. I think that was Alvaro Gonzalez has just made some good 2 blocks there. But you can see quickly how quickly Nice break. That's one of the Gaultier's hallmarks as a counter-attack inside. So that's something to look out for. Look at Guiri there, almost threading the ball through. I heard someone coming in. Hannah is in. Guy from the chat. As the rest of you can also join, like Hannah's about to. Haned.
Yo.
What's up, man? What have you come in to say?
I've just come here to say to banter Arsenal fans. Arsenal are dead. Arsenal are dead. Pablo Mari, he got sent back to Spain. Lukaku had a field day. Kai Havertz, outstanding. Mason Mount, outstanding. And I watched the United Southampton game. Livramento, he was outstanding. He was beyond out.
What was he like? Was he like defensively or attacking?
He was good going forward, but he was not shaky, but he was better going. He's better going forward.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah,
personally, and I think at the, middle second half they changed to 5 at the back, which because he played right wing back in the academy, and everyone was saying he's gonna come into Chelsea's squad, play right wing back up, but then he just didn't. And Chelsea sold 2 players to Southampton and 1 Brozier. That's what I on loan to them.
Yeah, I don't worry. I don't rate that move. But Livramento at first, I was a bit like, I had no idea because he's Academy footballer. But I looked into, so he won Academy Football of the Year. You probably know this, but some people in the chat might not. So he won Academy Football of the Year, and the last 6 people to win that have been Conor Gallagher, Mason Mount, Fikayo Tomori, Tammy Abraham. I can't remember. I think Reece James as well. Nearly every player of the last 6 years. I think the last one who flopped was Solanke. So when I saw that, I was like, that's a very good sign.
Yeah, I know. Well, Livramento, I was disappointed when we sold him. But I was like, it's for his own. He's not going to get into this Chelsea side.
And I think there's a buyback clause anyway, isn't there?
Yeah, there is. I saw that today. But what's it called? You also talked about Dwight McNeil. Left wing back. Nah, I don't think.
Why not? Come at me.
Defensively, he's all right for a winger, but he dropped. I don't know. I think he's better going forward.
Fair enough.
For example, if Leicester changed to 4 at the back, they've been needing a right winger. They tried out Under, but then he didn't work out. They have Harvey Barnes on the left, so.
I get that. Right. You got any other last? I'll give you one last sentence. Give me 5 words to sum up Arsenal today before we get back to the game.
Arteta's getting sacked in the morning. That's
fair enough, man. Fair enough. All right.
Fair
Faith, I expect you back on in the stream later. Get back in the chat.
All right.
Bye, man. Okay, right, and back to Leonardo's question, because yes, to people joining and who have joined to hear the Liga and football, apologies, it has been a bit Prem dominated at first, just because it's been a while since it's been on GNA TV, and there's a lot of guys who want to ask the questions, and I'm encouraging it. Keep asking the questions, but as I said, we're going to balance it. So, thoughts on the game at the moment? I've been keeping an eye on it. I'm a bit worried for Nice at the moment, because Marseille at the moment, because a little open at the back, and Nice are getting in a lot more behind, but I want to keep an eye on Guendouzi because he's playing a lot more of a reserved role. You can see it at the moment, right? Daniel, I know you're in, by the way. You can see it at the moment, Guendouzi's sitting back and Boubacar Kamara, who's usually a DM, is pushing up. And that's a good run by Under there, but no one's in the middle. So it's interesting because last week and the week before, Guendouzi was moving up front to occupy, not up front like as a striker, but moving into those spaces. So it's interesting how Sampaoli's tweaks that. Now, Guendouzi's playing a bit more of a deep-line playmaker. Daniel, I will get to you in a second. Try to go through the chat. Let's go through. McNeil was a baller. Yeah, I'm not saying he's not a baller. I should keep you a very good left wing back. Maybe this will be a good season for him to go off. Why did Attal go off? I think he's injured, my friend. Has Payet scored a free kick yet? No, but he's already scored one this season for Marseille, so keep an eye on that. Did you hear Jose Font's thoughts on PSG? No, get that down in the chat. One Arsenal fan on the terrace says he wants Arteta but doesn't want Conte. Oh my God. You can't have these risky managers in. Although it wasn't Arteta's fault today. The squad was terrible. Hello, James. It's been a while since I've chatted to you. How are you doing, mate? And before we get Daniel on, just going to observe the Marseille corner into the box. Oh, that's Saliba at the back post, it might have been. As I said, before we get Daniel in, just keep an eye on William Saliba because Guendouzi shifted his role a bit, but Saliba in the past couple of games has really overlapped as a right winger. So keep an eye on him just to see what he does. Now, Daniel, said your name a lot. How are you doing, my friend?
I'm good. Good to finally beat Arsenal after 3 games.
God, give me a couple of words then. Unless you had a certain question, give me a... What are your thoughts on today? Oh, go on. What's your question, man?
My question is about what do you think of Lille's season so far? Because they had a very good start.
Yeah, it's expected. I like the Ligue 1 thing question as well. It's expected because I feel like Lille's title win was built more off spirit. Like, Echo, stop. About to get told to have vitamins by my Alexa. I feel when we were watching Lille last season, Daniel, right? Because you joined me on a lot of those watch-alongs. Yeah. It wasn't so much that Lille were quality, right? It was more that they just were together. Like, would you say that as well? Like it was just like the spirit of them. Like, I don't know if you're there. When they came back against Lyon, that just felt like it was fate. It's like I don't believe in that crap, but what I'm trying to say, it wasn't so much as. But I feel like there was due a mental drop-off this season. But what I'm worried for them is I don't want them to fall away as far as Leicester did, which I think they could be in danger of after what happened last week. I mean, where do you think they'll finish?
They're good enough to finish top 4.
You still think top 4?
I'd say second, hopefully.
Damn. Okay, well, have you watched Marseille so much this season? No, I want the answer to be no.
Because then they got 2. Is it like haven't they? What's his name from Arsenal? What's his name?
Oh yeah,
Saliba.
Guendouzi and Saliba. Yeah. That's the thing. I mean, right now, I was kind of saying before, Guendouzi, he's moved up front a bit. I've said a lot about Marseille. I said to you, Daniel, as well, because I'm by response, I imagine you haven't watched them, which is the ideal answer I want. Yeah, good, perfect. So I want to tell you about them at the moment because. I mean, they're getting counter-attacked by Nice. They've got a manager called Jorge Sampaoli, right? Oh, my God. Hang on. Wow. Sorry, I mean, Steve Mandanda, the 56-year-old, just made a brilliant double save on a deflected shot from Nice. They counter-attacked down the wing really well. Oh, good deflected shot. But back to it. So, Marseille, they've got a manager called Jorge Sampaoli, who's pretty much like Marcelo Bielsa. Okay, he's from Argentina. He spent most of his managerial career in Argentina. Advocates this high pressing system, which is a 3 defenders, like 2 sort of defensive midfielders, then 4 attackers and a striker, and he plays as a false 9. So what you see with Marseille, right? It's like this is like my plea to watch him, because like we've seen Guendouzi already this game, like be as deep as the centre backs and then be the furthest man forward. It's just everyone moving up the pitch, but it works really, really well. And they've got players in, like we've said, Saliba and Guendouzi, who have been challenged quite a bit. They've also got a guy on the bench who started the last couple of games, don't know why he's been benched, called Conrad de la Fuente, an American from Barcelona who's really good. And they've got Cengiz Ünder, who's already got 2 goals. So there's a lot of fun things going on there. It's definitely a thing to watch them. Well, I've got Nice corner at the moment there. What's staying to? Sorry, Danny, I realised I was ranted on. Did you have anything else to add in as well, apart from the little question?
Do you think PSG are going to walk the league because of all the signings they've made?
Yeah, I think so. But I will say, you're one of the people as well who doubts Poch, right?
Yeah.
I'm a Poch defender, but PSG have been really bad so far this season. Not really bad, but like I don't know if anyone in the. I'd love to hear people in the chat as well. Tell me about it, because like what your thoughts on PSG if you've watched them, right? Because basically, Daniel, they've been like there's with Chelsea, when you have your attackers, they have stretched across the pitch, like it's a structure. With Poch's PSG, they're just kind of blocked together. And of the last couple of games they played, I think it might be the last 3 games, they've just started, like in the second half, they just fall apart. I think they've conceded in every game so far, I'm pretty certain. So, hang on. We've got Marseille through Cengiz Ünder. Oh, good save from Benitez. That was a quick Marseille counter-attack there. But yeah, I'd keep an eye on PSG, because, G. Cassie's in. He says, no structure, but that quality gets him out of trouble. So that's what I'd say on a PSG. Right. I'm gonna get you out for a bit, Daniel. See if anybody else wants to come in as well. Keep the revolving door, but I know you're a regular, so I'm expecting you back in soon. Yeah,
I'll be in the chat anyway.
I know. Keep watching Marseille. Like while I'm waffling on, just watch their players. Before you come in, just look at Guendouzi, right, and just keep note of where he is on the pitch, and just see how much his position moves.
Okay.
Perfect. All right. See you in a bit.
Maybe.
Okay. Now, as I was mentioning that, I'm going to get off Guendouzi because I feel I'm going on about him. We had Jim Howson, very good Arsenal guy. It says, wait, De La Fuente isn't playing. I think he must be just being rested a little bit, but he's on the bench and I expect him to come on. I think it also because the player in replacement of him is actually also really exciting. There's a guy called Enrique, a Brazilian, right? Oh, God. He's just made a really nice run inside. Paye, good ball into the box. Here's a defensive midfielder for Gay. Oh, under. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Okay, that was fun. Now, you can kind of see what I've been talking about there, guys. That's Papa Gay, number 8, that was. He's the most defensive midfielder they have on the pitch. Oh, is it? Oh, sorry, no, my mistake. This is Gerson. Gerson, the Brazilian midfielder, making a cross in. That's my bad there. That is Gay on the ball. Pink boots. But yeah, very nice play from Marseille there. I was talking about Enrique, he's a Brazilian winger who was shining quite a bit last season. I think he's been eased in by Sampaoli. Dolberg straight to Mandanda, going through the chat again. Lanzi says, Poch is Slaven Bilic's bitch. I can understand that. I'm going to put the link in the chat as well, guys, in a second. It's all up there. Thanks for having me wanting to say. It's all right, Hannah. If you want to come back on any point in the stream, just let me know. I mean, I'll just join in. I'm just trying to, kick the revolving door a bit. Chelsea fans just have to see you soon. People buy it. See you soon. Hopefully you get to come back. Too many players in PSG have a free role, no teamwork. Yeah, that's kind of what I think, Kegs. Right, let's get back to Nice because that's some really good interplay there. Now, Dolberg's really developed, I think, under the current... Just make sure that cross goes wide. Kasper Dolberg, when he joined Nice, he was actually a lot more of a target man. And there was doubts if he could play at the team because at the time, Patrick Vieira was in charge. And Vieira wants his striker to be more like a deep lying forward. Like not a false nine, but someone who's interacting with play. So there's a lot of doubts if Dolberg could play under him. But the reason why Casper Dolberg is actually as good as he is, I think, is one of the benefits of Vieira, who definitely helped him become a more all-rounded player. So it's an interesting thing to consider there. And just watching him on, just know that the current Crystal Palace manager, even though he hasn't got a win yet, he does have some good effects. Get through the questions as well. Shane is back in and says, thoughts on Trincao? Should he be loaned out? Oh, I don't think you should loan him out of Wolves because your squad's quite thin. I'm assuming you're a Wolves fan, you might not be, but I think the Wolves' squad is quite thin. And I think Trincao is quite an interesting player. So from a Wolves perspective, you keep him in. From a Barcelona perspective, I mean, because that's the aspect as well. He is currently on loan from Barca. I mean, if they'd been able to get a fee, they would have been able to get a fee, but Barca just had to get all the players off the books. Like the player on the bench right now, Conrad de la Fuente, who is a former Barca player. Hannah says, Nice have such a good team. Watch out for Stengs when he comes back. And Rosario, yes. Rosario is currently in midfield. He's a very interesting player. Played for PSV. A lot of Dutch fans don't rate him, but I think he's a really good player. Do you know Serie A scores, mate? Yep, we'll get him in. Sorry, I'm just easing back into the European football life. In Italy, Napoli are drawing 0-0 with Venezia, newly promoted team, and Roma are drawing 0-0 with Fiorentina. So yeah, hang on, guys. I'm just going to quickly close the window, otherwise it's going to get background noise. Dear, oh dear. The thing is with Marseille, they're like, the only thing that's structured about them is the back three. Like, you look at it on the pitch, the players are shifting all over the place. And another thing to take a note on them is that Marseille's wingers like to hug the touchline. This is one of the things of Sampaoli. Yeah, if you ever seen when a big team is playing like a small team, like a good example, I'm trying not to use the same teams, but when Arsenal struggle to break down a team or any Big Six team, when everyone's sitting back, it's easy for that to happen because there's not, like, you could park Hazard out on the wing, but he'll have no space to run into because he's parked really far up. What you can see with Marseille is the players like to stay wide and create as much space as possible because this allows them to get space to run straight into. And a lot of Marseille's goals so far this season, they've scored 5 already. They've come from Payet just dropping off as a false 9, then driving straight towards goal. Some really interesting tactical themes you can understand about them. I'm a little Marseille like perspective at the moment. I should talk more about Nice because they're on a good counter attack here actually. As good play, I think that was that Lamina? I think so. Here we go. Nice coming down the line. Decent ball in. It's an easy clearance for Gonzalez. It's a shame Attal's come off because he's an interesting player, but Tomba's also a really good player to look out for, guys. Let's have a look at what you guys are saying. I don't remember the last time I watched Owen play. Oh, we've got Ultra Parisienne in. Ultra Champion of Europe. You'll never sing that. See, you could be a Chelsea fan for all I know. You should, wherever you are, watch Marseille more often just because it's crazy. Although, I was in danger of conceding the penalty there. Did anyone else see that foot coming in? Guiriam, Giori. That's him making a very good dribble inside. I mean, Giori, he's a future Prem player, really good player. Thoughts on Kaida Gordon? I don't know who that is. Tell me more about him in the chat, please, mate. Marseille playing for the back. Oh my god! I told you they're just a fun team to watch. That's definitely what I could say about them. No, I'm not a Chelsea fan. I love those songs. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Sad to see Shaqiri go, but it's good for his career. Yeah, although Lyon, I must say, they're not in a good spot. They just drew 3-3 today and had their entire home stadium boo them. It was brilliant. Now, Marseille coming on the counter is under. He's really looking more confident than Marseille. He's got a bit lucky. What a run! What a run! Free kick? Yeah, no, probably not. Now, here we go again. Let's see. What we want Marseille to do is really... Their danger is if Nice counter-attack them, then they're kind of screwed. So they need to try and box him in. And what I'm going to try and pay attention to is Guendouzi here because he looks to take a bit more of a mature role. At Marseille, he's the one Arsenal only who's got an option to make the deal permanent. And Marseille have put him as like the kit model and things. So I think they're really giving him some responsibility. Hannah says, do you know about Tino Andrin? I messaged you on Insta. If you could reply to that, that'd be great. I will message you when I get a chance, mate. It might not be during the stream, but we'll see. Okay, so this is Clyde Gordon, 16-year-old Liverpool. Oh, I know this name. 16-year-old winger for Liverpool. Has been really good in pre-season and scored in behind closed doors friendly against Villa. That's interesting. 16 years old as well. If he's been playing in pre-season and that young, that's really interesting. Arsenal fans sending me abuse on Twitter. Fun. You're probably bringing it on yourself, Velv. Let's be honest, mate. Ugh. Room's just going to get darker and darker. Echo, turn on Smart Light 1. Okay. There we go. That's perfect. All right. Bear with me, guys. Just resharing the stream. If you could share the stream, that'd be brilliant. Very, very good. And if you could like the video as well, that'd be fantastic. Jem asked for a super chat, but I don't want your money. So, you know, you don't send me a super chat. Definitely not trying to use reverse psychology. Okay, we've got a Marseille free kick. You know what that means? It's Dimitri Payet. In fairness, the last Payet free kick there was, someone in the wall collapsed. So maybe they're not all good. He's going to shoot from there. He can't really. Are you playing FPL this year? Yeah, I've got 51 points this week. Maybe a bit more. I'll get more because Ben Rama's playing tomorrow as well. I only said don't compare Tierney to Robbo and that he ain't better than Timothy. Don't compare Tierney to Robertson, I understand. But yeah, I wouldn't go on the Tsimikas thing. Remember, guys, you can get other questions in. I do not mind. Crossing from Marseille. Oh my God, how have you kept that in? Under! Oh! Blimey, right. Nice counter attack. This is where they can strike. Oh, that's brilliant from Marcelo. That's how you counter press. We go Payet. Oh, you've dilly-dallied a bit there. Well, that's a good free kick and a good space to goal, though. Looks like Guendouzi went down. What's the ref doing here? Hang on. Hang on. For anyone not watching, there's been a free kick given to Marseille, but the reaction of the players suggests it's going to be something a bit more. Nice players seem very fuming with that. That's very odd. Watch out for Ian Matson. He's out on loan from Chelsea. Plays left back. Oh no, the guy. Where's he on loan at? Tell me where he's on loan at. We've got GM in saying, let's get to 30 likes, please, people. We've got Adam in from TikTok. If you're joining, Adam, please stick around. I'm going to put the link to this stream in the chat right now, Adam. So if you want to talk to me via the stream, you can do that, or you can stay in the comments. Yeah, who's the thoughts on the French striker going to Spezia from Toulouse and Sassuolo involved as well? Oh, I know the name. I've forgotten the name, Shane, but I'm not too keen on him. I know who you're talking about, but I'm not too keen. But as Jem says, let's get to 30 likes. If Payet scores his free kick, let's get it to 50 likes. Oh, 1-0 to Roma as a Tammy assist. Thank you very much, Crofty. So that's 1-0 Roma. Tammy Abraham has scored for Roma. Now, let's keep an eye on this because Marseille have a free kick. It's a bit closer to goal than the last one. I've got to love Payet's hairstyle, by the way, as well. He looks like when KSI shaved, he said, Payet! Ooh, good save from the keeper. Good save. Oh, so good to... There's here we go. Payet's galley cuts are legendary. They absolutely are. Would Aouar suit Liverpool? He would suit any team. This guy is ridiculously talented. I think only two players completed more shot. No, only one player created more shot-creating actions last season in Ligue 1, I believe. And there was only a handful of players who made completed more dribbles per 90 as well. Aouar is like a creative phenomenon. So it'd be brilliant. We are 6 away from 2.2k subscribers. Let's make it on the stream. Yes, indeed. To the people joining from TikTok, please subscribe. Now, Gerson in the box. Good play, Gerson. Oh, he's had to turn away. That's not enough. It's coming from that. But yeah, so let's get to 2.2k people. And as I said, you could join the stream and ask me questions. Hamid has subscribed. Thank you, Hamid. We appreciate that. Thank you very much indeed. Pai's played the ball wide. Marseille really trapped Nice in. I said earlier, they need to counter press them while they're doing that. Under great carry into the box. Oh, good block from Dante. Oh, he's getting hassled. Who is that? Who was that wrecking him? No idea, but someone was harassing Dante though. Damn. Good free kick from Pai. Caroline says, how can you watch the game? So if you have the availability to do so, this game is currently on BT Sport 3 in the UK. If not, I'm sure there's legal methods you can find. I mean, I was going to say one on stream. I don't think I can risk it. But stream is commonly the word I would use. Yeah, if you're in the UK, this is on BT Sport 3, so that's how I'm watching it. Kifel says, Caroline, go to PC while there's still their TVs. You can watch the game there. Probably can, to be fair. Or just go to a pub and just play this watch-along. Why not? 30 minutes gone. These feet, Marseille, still 0-0. I think this is the longest Marseille game has gone without a goal, which is quite funny. Nick is in. Hi, Euro expert. Hello, Nick. Hello, Nick. Hello, Nick. If you want to join in and ask me a question, feel free to do so, but please stay in the chat. Keep things going. Get a good amount of chat in. Where are Jem and Ads? Are they not joining you, dude? Jem is on holiday at the moment. Ads may be joining. We will see, but at the moment it's just me, which is fine because I'm better than both of them. So, don't need them. Dr. Mukat says, hello. Hello, Dr. Mukat. Hello. Shane says, I feel like Daka won't thrive this season with Vardy and Nacho, but maybe in the next few seasons he'll be better. That's where I feel. I don't think he's going to do much this season. Lots of people think Daka's going to be really good for Leicester. I agree, but he's adjusting from Austria, where genuinely I've watched Austria Salzburg. Like, there are teams in that league who, from minute 1, 11 men behind the ball, like on the edge of their own box. Like, their only mission is to try and stop Salzburg scoring 5 goals. Not even stop scoring, just stop getting thrashed. It's really bad. Rom says shots fired. It's not shots. Bit of love. Why is Dante still playing? That's a very good question. He's actually a really good ball-playing centre-back. So he's a little underrated, I think. Long ball here. Under's been a big threat on this right-hand side. Like, causing havoc for Nice. I think this is the most I've seen a Gaultier team struggle with one player, really. Here we go. Nice coming forward again. Nice play from Kluivert. Dolberg. This is good from Dolberg dropping deep and linking play. Is Latomba going to keep that in? Yeah. The encouraging thing about Marseille this game as well is because they play in their 3-2-4-1. I always laugh when I say that. They've not defended well in the last couple of games. They've been caught out, but they're quickly getting into a back 5, which is really good. Maybe that's why Enrique's playing, actually, a bit more of a defensive option. That's a good tackle from Lucas Perez, although hopefully Latomba's not injured there. Perez? Was it Perez? Oh, Enrique, sorry. Good run from him. Oh, wow! Wow! Who else just saw that from William Saliba? This is what I mean. It's so good. I'm releasing a video on my YouTube channel, actually, on Wednesday, on Euro Expert channel about this. Saliba's just going to thrive this season. Like, when at Arsenal would you be put on that much pressure under 2 players in like a wide position for Saliba? It's just going to help him so much on the ball. Roy says, are you, Ads and Jem, recording any more football videos soon? We definitely should, but I will say, I mean, the video we recorded before, that went so badly wrong. We were meant to do it in like a proper football pitch, and it was my responsibility to get it filmed. And it was my responsibility to get it filmed for it, and pick the pitch. And I picked the pitch on the one day it was closed for a cricket tournament, so we had to go to this dodgy East London estate on like this shitty like 5-a-side pitch. No, not even 5. Like, it was just like a park goal, and that's where we filmed it. So like on the other side of where we were filming, it was just like it was just like a playground. It was so bad. Get the likes in, people, by the way, and share the stream. We want to get as many people in as possible. That's what we want to see. So what did you guys film on? That's another thing. We filmed on a phone. What's this? Kubo is finished. I think Kubo's great. Apparently in France they say pailletti. Pailletti? Not paillette. Ah, really? Or or do you mean instead of paillette? It's an odd one. I like getting the foreign fans in though. Prime Minamino Thierry Henry. Shut up, Belv. Dr. Moocat says I'm on 62 points in fantasy, and I have 3 to the same to Greenwood because he got the most bonus points out of Antonio left. That's a very good week. It's better than mine. I have no idea what mine's like at the moment, to be honest. I think I'm going to be on like 55 points tomorrow. Then I've got points to come. Oh, cross in. Perez cross just didn't quite go well there. Guys, share the stream if you can. People, if you can. Jeremiah and Ads were awful. Yeah, Ads isn't very good at football. I will say that. I thought like, I was a bit surprised. I was expecting a bowler. But it was a shame. It was a shame. Payet, like in English. Oh, look, Payet. Okay. Fair enough. Right, Marseille corner. Under, cross into the box. Oh, Saliba! Oh, that was a huge chance. Huge chance for William Saliba there. Ball's come in from a corner. It pretty much landed smack bang on his head. Look at it. Oh, he's made a great run as well. He's just got too much of a glance on it. Too much of a glance. Too much of a glance. Too much of a glance. Have I told Jem that he's dead? He's dead? No, I haven't. I just did pretty much. Saliba, that was bad, man. Really good run in fairness, but he should be putting that away. Oh dear, oh dear. Must have been setting up a little more defensive. It's interesting to look at here. By the way, links in the chat, people, if you want to join. Sorry, guys, just sharing the stream up. Awful needs to tuck close away from Roy. Yeah, he definitely does. He definitely does. It wasn't the best from Saliba there. But it's definitely interesting to watch. And we've got Champions League playoffs this week. Second legs. I'll be watching PSV. And I'll also be watching Shakhtar that week. Shakhtar v Monaco will be a good game. All right. What can Marseille do here? It's interesting how Gerson now, the Brazilian midfielder, he's the furthest man up the pitch. Look at Payet. Look at Payet right now on the halfway line pretty much as well. So like I said, it's interesting to watch these players just like shift around. It's like the most fluid system v Nice, who are the most static 4-4-2. Right. Guendouzi on the ball. Oh, offside. Lam said Ads was good in goal. Yeah, he was good in goal. He was all right. He was pretty good in goal. Made a good save indeed. Awful needs to tuck it away. Going through the comments. I want to join your team and really want to be a co-host. How to just keep grinding away, keep grinding and show what you can do, I started very humbly. You just got to put the work in, show what you can do, then you can eventually get on a video with me. As if getting on the video with some small ginger child is anything to be going by. Guiri going forward here. Oh, what a save. That's a good shot there from Boudaoui. That's a danger, I said. They're getting counters. That was poor from Perez as well. Shouldn't be leaving Boudaoui there, or like the right-sided player. Because he left him free and decent save needed from Mandanda. Boudaoui's actually started the season pretty well as well. He scored against what's it called? Lille last week too. Pie at West Ham was good. Yeah, and he's sporadically hit that form again at West Ham, but it's not quite been as good as it was at West Ham. I think as a West Ham fan, we need a top six midfield, right? Suchek and Benrahma's amazing partnership. Ben Rama looks dangerous. What would you do if you were Moyes? Focus on the Premier Europa League. I'd focus on the Europa League because in the Premier League, you're going to be stable. But imagine the further West Ham go into the Europa League, the more it raises their profile. And what West Ham really needs to do is get away from that sort of jokey club thing, like that joke status where all the players sort of reject them. You go well if you go far in the Europa League, you'll really solidify your reputation. So definitely prioritise the Europa League. Do you think Cherki could be good in the Premier League? Yes, I think he could. I think Leicester should get him. Good clearing header from Saliba there. Saliba's had a really good game actually so far. But yeah, I think Cherki would be a brilliant player for the Premier League. Not straight away, but long term. And definitely Leicester should pick him up. I think Leicester could do amazing things with that talent. Good tackle there from Lucas Perez. Is this game on BT or Sky? It's on BT, James. Nice v Marseille right now is on BT Sport 3. So yeah, if you've got the ability to watch that, go and watch it. Honestly, if you're watching a stream and it's over watching the game and you don't love me to bits, go and watch the game because it's worth it. It's worth it. Spaghetti Hoop says, "What's up? What's up, Spaghetti Hoop? How are you? Where have you come from? You subscribers to GNA? If you come from Twitter, if you come from TikTok, let me know." Romp's good. Mate, he was brilliant. Had the season of his life. Scoring free kicks left, right. Yeah. Paye was crazy. Yeah. Oh, nice to have a nice team. To be honest, I see what you did there. They do, but I'm a bit more addicted to Marseille. Joe Rodon has come from TikTok. Thank you, Joe Rodon. Stay from TikTok. And Spaghetti came from TikTok. Look at you guys coming from TikTok. We love that. We love that. If you could subscribe to this channel or my own YouTube channel, it'd be great. Don't have to, but try to stay in this stream, lads. And basically, as I said, you can ask me any question about football. I'm going to answer it. And I'd recommend watching this game right now on BT Sport 3 with me and providing a bit of analysis to it. At the moment, Marseille have dropped off. This is because they were pressing pretty intensely for the middle period of this first half. Now, this is what they do. They like to sit off deep. Although Latomba's made a good run. Latomba! Blown that over the bar. We'll check if that's offside. Because if that's not offside, that was poor from Marseille. Yeah, it's a mile offside. A mile offside is fine. I miss the good old days. Doria, Rolando, Mitroglou, Jaman. What, the days when Marseille were terrible. I remember that. Mitroglou was... I did an article on before. It's crazy. I've been following you since day one. Oh, big up, Spaghetti. Thank you. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. I still get it's still weird to get my head around people watching me, not out of kindness and not out of trying to get something from me, but just saying, I don't know, enjoy my content. I rate it. Thank you. Do you watch much academy football? I don't. I do when I have to. Like when I was doing a profile of Tino Livramento, I watched a bit of academy football there just to get grips on him, but not consistently. James says, whereabouts are you from? I'm from East London. I'm not going to reveal exactly where because I know how much trouble that can land you into, but I'm from the far end of East London, actually. If I was to support my local team, it'd be either Dagenham and Redbridge or West Ham. But as we know, I'm a neutral, so I don't. Who's your favourite player from Marseille? It's Conrad de la Fuente. He's not currently on the pitch at the moment. I will say Saliba's really impressed me. Arsenal's William Saliba on loan. He's done very well this game. He's had a couple of nice sharp turns. He had a big chance where he probably should have scored. But this is the most comfortable he's been. In game week 1, he was quite ropey. Spaghetti says, I really like your football opinions and how I'm biased and you know so much. Thank you, man. I mean, we only know as much as each other. This is why I get you guys to talk as much about football as you can in the chat because I like... I've got things to learn from you and you've got things to learn from me. We've got Trickster in saying, hello, Trickster, where are you from? Where have you got onto the stream from? ECID says, favourite Brighton player? That would be... So I'll answer it in a second because we've got a couple minutes left of this Marseille half. So I'm going to get through all the questions at halftime, people. Get through all the questions at halftime. And I'll put the link in the chat so you can join them. We've got 18 people watching. Thank you for joining, people. As I said, we're going to provide some analysis for the last minute. See if Marseille could push high. These two have really cancelled each other out. Like I said, Marseille, the really fluid, hyper-pressing team, and Nice, just the team to sit back under Christophe Galtier, that former Lille manager. But it's definitely been an even half. I think Nice have had the better chances, but Marseille are doing, I think, slightly better things with the ball, if that makes sense. See if we can do anything here. I like Gerson's definitely done well this half as well. In the first 2 games of Marseille, he's kind of been quiet, but he's doing it a bit better now. Partey's made a great ball into Cengiz Under. Under! My goodness! That was so sharp from him. It's double Cruyff term, double pirouette. I've got 10 seconds left of this half. Can Marseille force anything here? Oh, if Guendouzi's about to go back, that whistle's gone. Yep, whistle's gone. Okay. Half time, people. Half time. I'm going to get into the stats of the match, but we're going to go through your questions first. So, ECID note says, "What's my favorite? Who's my favorite Brighton player?" I kind of like Dan Burn, just because he shouldn't be a left back, or like he shouldn't be in the Premier League of how giant he is, but he makes it work. Velv says, "Alex from the ends. Don't mess with him." As you can tell, I look like a gangster, and I'm a gangster. Do you know much about Ajax and Moriba? I do indeed. Moriba is a really, really talented Barcelona product. He's going for a cheap value at the moment, which I find crazy, to be honest, because he's really, really good. I don't understand how. Someone needs to pick him up. He's basically, for anyone who doesn't know about him, he's a Barcelona Youth Academy product. He's from the nation of Guinea, but he moved to Spain at quite an early age. And but basically, Moriba, he's like a young Paul Pogba. That's the best way some people will describe him. He does a bit of everything. So yeah, I know quite a bit about Moriba. And if I was to pick a club he would go to, I think he'll end up at Man United or Chelsea. I mostly watch the Premier and the Eredivisie. What have you made of the Eredivisie so far this season? Let me know. Hey, come from TikTok. Big up Jason. Thank you for coming from TikTok. We're 4 away from 2.2k subs. So from the people coming from TikTok, subscribe to GNA TV. This is a channel that I regularly pop on. It's hosted by the guy, as you can see in the chat right now, CFC Gem. He's a very respectable Chelsea pundit. So if you're into good football debates, subscribe to this channel, see how you feel. Get us to 2.2k. And as always, you can subscribe to myself as well. But get to this channel first. And even if you don't want to watch every video, come back for my European watch-alongs like right now. Support Tottenham or Arsenal? Support neither. Both shit. I'm joking. I'm a neutral. They're whatever. They're whatever. Did you watch Gaultier destroy his former club? I hope you enjoyed it. I didn't. I watched the highlights. Lille were quite unlucky. Let's be fair. Like, most of the goals came from individual errors. But yeah. Do you know much about Arsenal Youth Academy players? I'm going to watch some academy highlights that were sent to me the other day by a good fan. See, yeah, I'm gonna know a bit more. PSV are the ones to watch. Seriously, I agree. Noni Madueke. What a player he is. What a player. Alex, can I get an autograph? Of course. Do you think Moriba would be any good at Liverpool? That's another good club, actually. I always forget about Liverpool. I think he'd be a good player for Liverpool. Right. Guys, the link's going in the chat. For halftime only, I'm going to get all of you in to ask questions and I'll boot you out again and then get you back in revolving doors. So link's going in the chat. In the meantime, we're going to have a look at the stats at the moment. Right. Let me share my screen, people. Let me share the screen. Okay. I'll get the ratings up on board. James is watching Roma. James, let us know in the chat. How have Roma got on? How's Tammy Abraham got on? I'm curious to know about that one in particular. Okay. Let's get through the stats at the moment. So the best defensive player on the pitch so far, it looks like, has been, I'm going to guess Saliba probably. Luan Perez, the left back, he's been pretty good. He's made 3 interceptions so far. I think Saliba, that rating questions me, 6.3. I think he's been much, much, much better than that, guys. He's been pretty good, actually. It's definitely fair to say. He's completed 1 dribble, 2 key passes, and 2 shots. 2 key passes, 2 shots, both of them on target. Oh, pardon me. 2 of them on target. He's playing very well. As from a Nice perspective, the best player on the pitch, it seems like, has been... The ratings are quite low, but it's been a Crispin Giry. Not really been any dribbles or anything. They've got another, actually, ex-Barcelona player in Jean-Claire Todibo, the French centre-back. He did okay there last season alongside Saliba. So this must be a bit odd for the pair of them, actually. But yeah, it's been an interesting game so far from both of these teams. Right, I'm going to get back onto the stream right now, see if there's any people in. We've got quite a few comments coming in, actually. Michael's come from TikTok. Big up, Michael. Thank you for tuning in. Just keep me on in the background or whatever you want and get any questions in. Like I said, I know the people from TikTok. Don't you have these earphones in? I know the people from TikTok have given me a lot of love. So I always try and give back. And that's why I do a bit of lives and things. So I put that video out to get you guys to come in. And there's a link in the chat right now. It's this link. If you click on that, you will be put into the same studio that I am in. Not literally, this is my bedroom, but the same virtual studio, and you can come straight on the stream and chat to me, even with your camera on, if you're feeling brave. My favorite league is the Championship. I do need to watch more of the Championship. I'm trying to keep highlights. I said in my newsletter actually this week that you should tune into Barnsley v QPR. I think that's quite a decent 2-2 draw there. It's currently 1-0. Mkhitaryan. Oh, I thought someone told me that Abraham scored. Don't want any false information here. Let me double check. So Roma v Fiorentina right now is 1-0. I'm going to assume, 1-0. And the goal scorer, is it Mkhitaryan? It is Mkhitaryan. Oh, Tammy Abraham assist. Maybe I've misread that earlier in the stream. Nice are building a nice Dutch team. They are. Rosario, Stengs, Kluivert. Interesting players, and it look like they're going to get a hat in it. Where do you think Bellingham will go next year? That's a good question. I don't think he'll go next year, mate, but I think he'll go the year after, because I think next year is when Haaland moves from Dortmund, and Dortmund typically is a thing to remember. They very, very rarely move more than one big player every season. So what I expect next season is Haaland to move, Bellingham to stay another year, then Bellingham to move, and then maybe the next year Reina to move. So yeah, they're pretty well run over there. 17 people in at the moment. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. This is a very good channel run by the good guys, CFC Gem and Anson. I'm a regular guest here, and so you should subscribe here so you can get to watch me all the time on these European watch-alongs. Where will Haaland move to? I hope it's not Bayern. I mean, I'm with you, Jason. I don't want him to move to Bayern. It'd be boring as hell. I think if Manchester City is smart, they ditch the Harry Kane move because they've unsettled him at Tottenham, and they get Haaland instead. That'll be the best thing. Alex, watch Musilowski of Liverpool Academy. You will like him. They'll tell me a bit more about him. We've got Chelsea FC, and he's back in the chat. Who do you support? I'm a neutral. I do not support anyone. I'm a neutral fan. So that's me. I'm a neutral fan. Sorry, I just wanted to turn the light on. Oh, Echo, turn on Smart Light 2.
Okay.
Bit of lighting. Look at that. Do I like any other sports, Quinch says? Yeah, I quite like boxing. I'll be completely open. I've got into it due to KSI. Big fan of KSI. He got into boxing. I got into boxing. Favorite boxer? That's a good question. There's a good up and coming boxer in. I think his name's Zach Chelly. He's an interesting boxer. Favorite like well known ones. It's hard to go past the heavyweights. I quite like. It's hard not to like Tyson Fury. But this is a football stream and a Ligue 1 stream, so we won't be talking about that. You should check out Fode Fofana from PSV. Fode Fofana. I don't know Fode. Tell me a bit about him, please. Musilowski, okay, is so good. People have called him the Polish Messi. That's interesting. And I know there's a very good magazine called The Modern Footballer, and I remember reading in this that Poland is kind of the next footballing nation to explode. Like their footballing league's it's really gone through some revolutions in the past like 3 or 4 years. A bit like Ligue 1. Ligue 1's kind of at the Premier League level as it was like in 2013. And the Polish league, like that's getting the standards improved. Like not anywhere near Premier League or anything, but like I guess it could have been considered a minnow before, but the standards improved. There's a good player in there called Kacper Kozlowski, a centre midfielder who's 17. So keep an eye on that. Prediction for West Ham Leicester tomorrow. I'm hoping for a West Ham win because I've got Ben Rama in my fantasy team, but I think Leicester. I can see a 0-0 to be perfectly. Actually, no, I can't. I can see Leicester winning. West Ham's defense is what lets them down, and if they get Shaletta Sarin from Marseille, the team we're watching, who's I don't think he's even on the bench. If I'm honest, I mean I'm going to check now. No, he's not even on the bench. So if West Ham get Shaletta in, that can fix them. But defensively at the moment, they're very weak. Would you take a punch from Oh, fuck no. I know you're talking about no chance. Will Chelsea win the Premier League this season? Oh, where did I think, yeah. I predicted them to win, and I'm more convinced of it today after seeing Lukaku. Lukaku kind of confirmed everything that I've been watching of him in Serie A. It's something to take away from him. He's not necessarily technically much better than he was in Man United, but an interesting story about him is that at Man United, Lukaku was, I think it was the summer, it might have been the summer he joined or after. He went to the gym and really started bulking up and put on quite a bit of weight, which kind of took away a couple of yards of pace for him, which you could see affecting his game. When he went to Inter Milan, he's really slimmed down like the body fat, but he's kept the muscle. And from Inter, not only is he a bit leaner, but he's a lot more comfortable using his body, which I think is what you saw at Chelsea today. I remember him, he was running under pressure of Tierney and I think Xhaka. And like his dribbling was really clunky, but he was more than happy to just shove and barge people off the way, which is something Lukaku definitely needs to do more of. And if he does, I think Chelsea will win the league. Thoughts on Noni Madueke? I can't say, because you have to go and watch my own YouTube video on the Euro Expert channel, where I did a biography about him, where I tell you my thoughts on him, everything about his story, from joining the Crystal Palace Academy after being scouted at a five-a-side tournament to joining PSV following in the footsteps of Ronaldo and Romario. And I tell you where he's going to go next. So check out my video there. Is it the Hungary League? No, the Polish League. Your thoughts on the Welsh Prem? I didn't even know they had a Premier League. I've been Rama Antonio, my FPL team. Hope they do all right. You might be a bit in the bin there, mate. Although West Ham's attack's brilliant, fair to say. Okay. Mateusz Muzelowski is a 17-year-old Polish winger. Before joining, he scored over 100 goals. Recently got called up to the Polish under-19s. That's a big sign if he's 17. And I believe he got goal of the season in the Premier League too. Wow. Okay. That's a Liverpool player as well. I'll keep an eye on that because Liverpool's academy's gone on the upgrade. Damn, my message didn't come up. I didn't see. Oh, just signed a new contract. Young Dutch Guinean play style like Van Nistelrooy. So that's what was it? Fode Fofana. Okay, cool. I'm keeping that in mind. Thank you very much, Spaghetti. How do you think Saliba now is, and how good do you think he could potentially be? Thank you for joining, Jack. And it's a good question because Saliba this game's been brilliant. Like so for anyone, I've been waffling on about it all stream, but I'm going to give you a bit of a rundown now, Jack. In the current Marseille team is under another manager called Sampaoli. He's a bit like Bielsa. Saliba is not a centre back. He's playing at centre back in defence, but he's getting asked to play as a right mid. He's overlapping. So what it's doing is really improving his on the ball work and on the ability in possession. So at the moment, I think he's doing good. I think by the end of the season, he's going to be a really, really all-rounded centre-back. This loan is going to do bits for him. It's one of the reasons when we were picking the next stream, the next game for the European watch-along, straight away I said Marseille because Arsenal fans should be really interested. I mean, Spaghetti's got an Arsenal badge. You should be really interested to see how Guendouzi and Saliba are at the end of next season. I know Guendouzi has a loan for an option to buy, but Saliba will be coming back and he looks so well-rounded. So definitely keep an eye on this Marseille game and throughout the season because he's really improving. Hungary's league is also going to be good because the Hungary state have put a lot of money into it. That's good. I mean, not to go too much into it, but I know once upon a time in the 1960s, Hungary was, or 1950s really, Hungary really was elite in footballing terms. Like, it's when they were beating England 6-2 at Wembley. But the government, I think, got taken over communist rule. So there was a big like authoritarian sort of regime and a lot of the footballers left and just stunted growth. It's quite an interesting story. Will you be doing more biographies of players? I love them. Thank you, Quinch. I mean, that means a lot. Yeah, I think I will. Quinch, give me a list of players and I might do a biography on one of them. Fiorentina players sent off. Oh, keeper sent off. That's big. Must be a penalty then. Or free kick outside the box. The Welsh Premier League? The fuck? Alex, I challenge you to fuck off. Sorry, Valve. Sorry. No, thank you. Made his debut in UCL qualifiers against Midtjylland 2 Fode Fofana. Okay, that's cool. PSG is shit. They're not though. Let's be honest, they're not. Be quiet. They've just got messy. You can't say that anymore, Velv. You're expert. How are you, ECE Clips? I'm doing good, thank you. Thank you for asking me. We appreciate this. You're also kind in this chat. Also kind. Can we stay a small channel, please? Because I know when more people come in, I'm going to get called a ginger nonce half the time, and it won't be fun. Do you like the National League? I can't say I watch it. I've got to be honest. If I could, I would. When I get more time on my hands, maybe I will. But there's a lot of leagues in front of it that I like to keep an eye on, just because it's my nature. It's not to say National League's bad, but as Euro expert, at first I'd be wanting to watch the Croatian Premier League and things like that, just to be aware of European football. How is Ads doing with his working out stuff? From what I know, he's getting on. He's getting quite wham, which I'm a bit scared of because I'm tiny and he's 6'2", so he could fuck me up. Sorry for asking Arsenal questions. Ask as many Arsenal questions, man. Ask any questions you want. But what did you make of the Chelsea game? Again, no conclusions to be drawn against Arsenal because they were without many first team players. But the conclusion we can say is that get Pablo Mari out of your side because he's so bad. Last season, he couldn't be on the ball. Last week against Brentford, he was bad on the ball. Today against Chelsea, he was just a bad defender. So I don't know what he brings. Hi, Oliver. You just came from TikTok. Thank you for coming from TikTok. So many people coming from TikTok. That video did well. I'm appreciating this. For the people who don't know why all these people are coming in saying they come from TikTok, I run a pretty good TikTok on TikTok. Go to TikTok, type in Euro Expert. I do player profiles, these short videos, not like clips, like really animated. I've just hit 12,000 followers on there. I've only started like in May. TikTok people are brilliant. I really recommend going on there. By the way, Marseille and Nice have just started again, so the questions, I might be answering them a bit slower. But as I said, people, you can come and join in to the people just coming from TikTok. You just have to click this link in the chat, even from your phone, and you can come into the stream and ask me a question. I just get you in one by one, though. West Ham link to Bomba is not happening. I know you talk about, Jonathan Bomba from Lille. West Ham aren't going to get him. That's a smoke screen. There's no way you're getting him before Lingard or Laborde. Alex, name all the world-class players from the Prem Pig 6. That's a long list. I mean, I'll change that answer. I'll change my answer up for you, Velv. To me, world-class is just like the level below like a Harry Kane. So there's a lot of world-class players. I'll be back going in a bit. Okay, Quinch, can't wait to have you back. I don't think ads would hurt you. You guys are close, right? Yeah, we're close. No, we are. He's a very good friend. Very good friend. I came from TikTok, Jack. By the way, I'll be here a lot, so remember my name, Jack Epstein. I will remember your name. I will indeed. And you better remember mine. Okay, back to the game. So they've just kicked off Nice and Marseille. Now, what we want to see really from this game now, from the second half, we want to see Nice get at Marseille more because they had a couple of good chances, but I feel like they're biding too much time with these counter-attacks. I think what we want to see from them is pushing up a bit more because I feel like they're waiting for a Marseille goal at the moment. TikTok is right beside me. Big up Chelsea FC. Get on TikTok. Liverpool will slap PSG in the Champions League. No, they won't. No, they won't. No, they won't. They've got Messi. Have you seen Laporte celebration? It's cool. I've not. Tell me about it. Oh, Marseille behind under. We might be man of the match so far. Oh, what a ball! Oh, Payet! Oh, pissed my hair up there. Just a bad touch from Dimitri Gale Hair Payet. It's a good ball in from. Well, it's not a good ball in from under. He's pelted it quite hard. Cengiz Ünder, the former Leicester loader, he's doing really good. Okay, making a good run here. Payet. All Marseille really need to get is a free kick in and around this area, and then Payet can bang it in top corner, which we've seen happen a lot. Although I think he might be getting a yellow here. Might be. Oh, it's tiring talking by yourself. Looking in the cross again. I'm going to slow down a bit. I want luck FC. Is Laborde from Montpellier any good? I'm going to upload a short video on him on TikTok and Twitter tomorrow, mate, to inform you about him, actually. But yeah, I think he is very good. I can't give away the rating. I'm giving a move to him to West Ham, but He's a very good player. He scored 16 goals and assisted 8 last season for Montpellier and Ligue 1. So, Gaëtan Laborde, really good player. Here come Nice. We've got Latomba on the wing. Good ball. Dolberg, it's a goal to Nice. Just like that, Nice are leading. Very, very good play from the substitute, Jordan Latomba. Oh my God, the fans are in. Can't be doing that. The fans have just jumped off the stands into the celebrations. Or stewards are going mental. Oh, that doesn't look good at all. But we'll focus on the goal. Nice have just scored. It's Kasper Dolberg, the Danish sensation. I'm going to talk you through the goal when it comes up. So, Marseille were going forward, but it's very well run there. Well run there, actually. I think that's by his name escapes me every time. Bordawi. And he makes a good carry up the pitch. Latomba, he's turned Papagay inside out, puts a cross in, and Dolberg's just got the wrong side, or the right side rather, of, I think that's Alvaro Gonzalez. And it's just he just shoulder barges it in. It's quite poor from Gonzalez there. That's the one I put the blame on. But it's a very good goal from Nice. And I said they need to go at it a bit more. They threw another man forward there. And now we're seeing the marching man, Horton Pauli, getting angry. But this will be where I see Marseille go a bit crazy now. Leonardo says, what did I say? Dolberg, you did indeed, Leonardo. Predicted the future. Right. Wow. Oh, Nice firing back up again. Marseille can't go 2-0 down. They can't. Giroud, good tackle there from Saliba. Well run there. Well, I think has been pretty good this game. Here we go. Ball's wide with Kluivert, I think. Oh, here we go. Marseille counter-attack. Guendouzi on the ball. That's a foul. Foul, easy. What? Guendouzi, like he got pushed on the ground. Right. Ball's dead in possession. Let me answer your questions, guys. Thoughts on Livramento? I'm pretty impressed so far, but it's early days. Do you rate Oyarzabal? Yes, I do. Very good player. Rare player as well. The rarest player in football is someone who's left-footed and is preferring playing on the left wing. So players like Dwight McNeil, Oyarzabal, Leon Bailey, Moussa Diaby, these are all very rare players. So Oyarzabal is one of them. No, don't celebrate. I can't celebrate. I should not. Dolberg development to time, but he's starting to show his class. Yes, like I said, Patrick Vieira is a really big influence, I think, on Dolberg. I don't think much has been said about it, but he's definitely helped him become more of an all-rounder. Well, he's picked up the ball there in a good position as well. And Gaze had to bring him down pretty cynically there. It's going to be yellow? No, nothing. Okay. I'm back. Good goal. It wasn't good, Haned. Good to see you back. Alex will beat PSG because we have Minamino. Piss off, Valve. Is Mark Cucurella any good? Yeah, I think the hype's starting to wane about him, but he's still an interesting player. I think he's still on loan from Barcelona. Oh, he's probably been sold by Barcelona now, but I actually think he's gone to Betis, I think. He's a left back for anyone who doesn't know. It's like a left wing back sort of vibe. Right. Nice free kick. From what I know, they haven't really got a good free kick taker, at least on the level of Payet. But in fairness, there's not many players like Payet out there on free kicks. Do you think Saliba can make it at Arsenal? I do. Nice free kick. Oh my God! What a save! Whoa! Okay. Whoa! That's really good reflexes. Because the ball, what's happened if anyone is not watching, these free kicks come in, lobbed in really nicely. And number 18, I think that is for Nice, Mario Lemina, the former Southampton player, he's headed it with a lot of power and it looks kind of close to Mandanda. But the reflexes, the ball's going like here and Mandonda's just got like that, short range. That's brilliant goalkeeping. And Mandanda is someone I say is finished at the top level, but he's proved me wrong completely there. Haned, can I be a co-host one day? Of course you can. You just got to work for it, my friend. Work for it, of course. Do you think the Champions League fantasy football is better than FPL? No. I'm not asked by Champions League fantasy football. I love Arsenal more than anything, but to be honest, I'm slowly losing emotional interest in Arsenal during the game. Normally, Arsenal losing the game would put me in a bad mood for a while, but now I don't care. Damn. See, this is the thing. Some people will see that and think, oh, you're not a real fan. But this happens all the time with fans. There's very few who will stick with a club no matter what. So if you're losing emotional interest in Arsenal, don't feel bad about it. There's like, that's down to Arsenal. It's their job to keep you engaged, even if they're not doing as well. So yeah, if you're falling out of love with them, don't be ashamed by it. Christoph Gaultier is a top manager. What a save. It was Josh. Is that Josh Jaszewczyk? I'm not too sure, but if it is, I'm a big fan of you, Josh. Either way, I'm a big fan of you, Josh. But yeah, Gaultier is a really good manager. I hope he does well at Nice in for a couple of seasons and goes to somewhere like, I think Tottenham would really love him. I think he's brilliant there. Or I reckon he'd do brilliant things with Newcastle. This current Newcastle squad, he could probably turn into a top 10 team. Alex, what do you think of Osama bin Tet? Hassan, you mistook you for Velv there because Velv's been coming out of those comments. Hassan, he can't be saying those things. I don't think Arteta did much wrong today. I think he was slow to react to Kai Havertz dropping deep, which is what overloaded midfield. But his squad just is his first team at the moment is just not good. Chelsea beating Arsenal away from home isn't a shock anymore. It shouldn't be treated like one. Right, back to the game. We've got Marseille on the ball. They were being pinned back by Nice, actually, for quite a while there. Let's see what they can do with it. Right, Gay on the ball. Moving the ball around at quite a nice speed here. Thing is, this is the thing with Marseille as well. They like progressing the ball wide, but I think they need to switch it to the opposite flank right now because Payet's kind of drifted off to the right. And there's not much inroads down the left they can do. Let's see, we've got Gonzalez on the ball here. We really need Conrad de la Fuente on, to be honest. When he comes on, you guys need to keep out for him. The American, I think he's number 20. So good. Oh, Nice, this is a big chance from here. Good counter-attack is Yuri. Waiting for Dolberg. Oh, that's brilliant. That's brilliant. Good defending from William Saliba. I tell you what, in the first game he looked shaky, Saliba. Second game he looked okay. I don't think he's put a foot wrong really today. He's been very good. And that's good defending there because you can see, yeah, look, he could have dived in, but he's closed the gap to Giroud when he's about to shoot. That's good defending from William Saliba. Watching Romovic Fiorentina crying. Tammy Milenkovic, F my life. What's happened there? What's happened? What's gone on there? Let me refresh the page. It's only 1-0, wasn't it? What are you crying about? Hassan says box press was shocking or whatever it's called. Made like 3 players press and got exposed wide by Chelsea. The only thing is, it did work in the first 20 minutes. It is when Chelsea brought Havertz deep, then the press was just kind of nullified, and they just kind of failed to adapt it. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, in the second half, Arteta adapted things, but in the first half, they just got blown apart. Not a fan of this Marseille kit they're rocking. Oh, neither am I, man. Wait, is this the Puma one? This might be the Puma Marseille kit. Every Marseille kit's crap because they all have bloody Uber Eats written on it. I was going to buy one, and I saw it had Uber Eats written on it. I was just like, for goodness sake. Elliot says, I'm loving all the coverage we get of the top 5 leagues now. So am I. Serie A's now on BT. That's a really good move, man. I'm so happy they did that. I can understand why people are watching Roma a bit, actually, because obviously of Tammy. Marseille is kind of back. Good. We'll put them back in their pit. Goodness sake. Puma fur kit should be banned. Yeah, surely. Guys, shouldn't... Like, for anyone to know, every single Puma kit's been the exact... Like, when I say the exact same, it's the exact same pattern. It's like, on the chest, it's like the club name here, a line, and sponsor here. Every single third kit from Puma is that. I don't understand it. Like, surely every team's raging. Like, why are you just taking this method of our kits? I don't understand it. Also, is that... It's fine to come on. I've just seen number 20. And I'm pretty sure it's number 20. Yeah, refresh the page. Come on, this week, Marseille. I think Conrad de la Fuente is on, guys. I don't want to call it early because I don't know the numbers completely off by heart yet. I'm only 2 games into Marseille this season, but I think the American wizard is on. Yes, he is. Conrad de la Fuente, number 20, guys. Number 20, Conrad De La Fuente, who's on the far left wing. Watch out for this guy. 2 games in, he hasn't scored, but he's got an assist. He's been fantastic. Both footed too. I'm hoping he can bring this game back for Marseille. He's about to get the ball now, I think. He slipped there. Reach that? Nah, not quite. Hassan said, sent you a tweet about it. Let me have a quick look. Hassan, let me have a quick look. Let me go on DMs. I'm not sure. He's DM'd me or added me? Or I've got a message request. Okay. Give me a sec. Bear with me, bro. So, oh my God, Hassan. I was expecting some tactical breakdown. I can't believe you've sent me that. I can't even put that on the stream. So for anyone who doesn't, Hassan's just sent me a tweet of Arteta photoshopped on Bin Laden. Goodness sake. What do you think about the Torreira situation? What's even happened with him? Where is he? God, I don't know. De La Puente is amazing. Yep, De La Fuente. On the left, let's see what they can do. I think there's Rongier on as well now from Marseille. We've got 20 people watching, guys. Thanks for tuning in. If you can like the video, it'd be appreciated. Let's keep an eye on Fuente on the far left. We've got 30 minutes left of Nice beat Marseille. Nice winning 1-0. Saliba's had a really good game. Guendouzi's been okay, but let's see what he can do. Here we go. We've got Kamara on the right wing. The DM. I know it makes no sense. It's Saliba. He's been a bit more reserved. That's a really good ball. Well played from Saliba. Pass into the box. You don't see that every day from a centre-back. Guendouzi to Rongier. That got ball. Oh, it's going to go wide. Who's this? It's Paye on the far left. Good ball. Under. It's going to be a deflection, I think. Cengiz Under's been good today. I'm pretty impressed by him. But yeah, Jack, can you tell me a bit more what's happened with Lucas Torreira? Because from the last thing I know, there was allegations that Atletico were like trying not to play him. So in revenge. Oh, sorry, we've got someone waiting to get on. We've got Intelligent Football in. Sorry, mate. Didn't have an info in. Hello. Oh, we've got is this Velve? Hello. Hello. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good.
Your name and new picture confused me.
This is the best midfielder in the world, clear of Kante. Put him in the split in the Euros. Just
Is that
saying
Xhaka?
Yeah.
For goodness sake. All right. What have you come in to say, Mr. Velve?
First, Ultra PSG are shit. They're not going to do anything.
I disagree.
This season in Champions League, Pochettino's a fraud.
Do you remember the last time you came into the stream, Velve, and you were chatting this stuff? Oh, Marseille almost just scored from a corner. You were chatting this stuff, and I gave you a chance, didn't I, to say your piece at the end of the stream? Do you remember right at the very end?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. Have you got any other more acceptable opinions to say?
Doku
you're racking your brain now, aren't you?
Doku to Liverpool.
Okay, I promised I'd talk about this, didn't I? I don't think it's a good move, and I don't think he's moving this window anyway. But so far, he's shown brilliant ability to progress the ball. But in Liverpool, you want your wide men to be forwards, like Salah and Mane. Doku's not done much in terms of goals and assists. Do you know who? Go on.
No, that's just I'm watching. Seeing the game.
Okay, right. I was going to say.
I think I'm behind. Wait, what minute are you on?
62:06.
Wait. Yeah, I think I'm a few seconds behind you.
Yeah, De La Fuente has just put the ball over, but Pierre Mosses Liga has been amazing so far this season. Definitely has. Velv, I was going to say, do you know who I think's perfect for Liverpool? Have a guess. Another youngster.
I don't know, Pedro Neto?
No. Although it'd be interesting. Someone didn't watch my YouTube video because if you did, you would have seen me say Noni Madueke would be a very, very good pickup for Liverpool next season. Because he's playing mainly at right wing, but he's got so much experience as a striker. I think he's literally, you couldn't get a better replacement for Salah.
It could be a good shot. He was chilling on Harvey Elliott's a post Harvey Elliott after posting the game was like, yeah, my guy. So yeah, Harvey Elliott, do your thing in it. Bring him over to the Anfield Giants.
I saw Elliot. I saw he made like 10 passes into the box or something ridiculous. Like, he had a really good game yesterday.
Yeah, he had a very good game.
Yeah, just under the radar.
He got the assist for Salah's goal, but it was ruled offside. Like, he literally played the ball in between the lines, and then Salah scored, but he was offside.
Yeah. Ultra says, by the way, Valve, the Champions League is ours. Allez Paris. Leonardo says Allez Paris. I mean, I think we're on the top of the league. Even though I think Poch is taking a while to get going, but I don't see. I think PSG have to get to the final this season. Oh my god!
No. PSG need to go unbeaten. They got Messi now.
Now unbeaten's a bit, like, even Messi at Barcelona didn't go unbeaten.
Yeah, but Barca shit. Well, Arsenal the third guy. I don't know.
I do think people were underrating Liverpool this season, to be fair. I think they are pretty good. Ultra says Mane is finito.
I wouldn't say finish, man. Like, one poor season. He's got a goal yesterday. Good finish.
Isn't he 30 years old now?
No, he's like 29 or 28.
It's on the way, though. He should be. I was surprised you haven't replaced him this window.
It's funny because Klopp actually said when Docky was 15, when he was at we flew him over with his parents to Liverpool to try out, and then Docker spoke to Mane, Genie, and Klopp, and then Klopp said you could be the next Mane at Liverpool.
Oh wow!
Yeah, but Docker's like, I'll stay at Belgium for a bit, and then hopefully you guys will come back for me later.
If that's true, then maybe he will be going there. That's very interesting.
Yeah, because we're in talks with his agency right now.
Yeah, damn, fair enough. Oh yeah, people talking about Clermont. I just want to touch this as well because Clermont, the newly promoted Ligue 1 team, they at times they played Lyon off the park today. I don't know if you guys have seen what's happened with Lyon at the moment this week, Valve?
Oh, didn't they bottle something? They bottled the lead or something.
Well, they bottled a 3-1 lead today, but this week, or last week rather, Saliba into the box here. So what I mean, just overlaps into the box in the system. It's so much fun to watch. Under. He's faked like 3 shots there. Oh, Guendouzi got the ball under his feet. Payet.
It is horrible on Marseille, man.
Oh my god. Kamara. Yeah, it's a grim. Yeah, it's a Puma kit. It's crap. But yeah, so as Ultra said, it was 3-3 between Lyon and Clermont Foot. By the way, Jack, I'll get back to your comment in a second. And yeah, but the last week as well, Lyon lost 3-0 to Angers, who were a side that escaped relegation by 4 points last season, right? This week, the sporting director, imagine if I forgot his name, Liverpool, or imagine Marina Granovskaya came out and said,
Michael Edwards.
Yeah, imagine Michael Edwards came out and said, right, Harvey Elliott, Matip, Keita, or another Keita, someone like Thiago, and I'm trying to think of another example. And look, there was like 4 players. For Marseille, it was Marcelo, Cherki, Aouar, and someone else. And he basically said, like, get out of the club. Because apparently after the 3-0 loss, Marcelo, who'd scored an own goal and put in one of the worst performances of all time.
I heard about that, yeah. Apparently he did something that
the
manager.
No, what happened was the captain of Lyon was giving he's coming close. Was giving a team talk. He's basically telling the team off after they lost 3-0, and Marcelo was laughing. So apparently that pissed off everyone.
I don't know. Lyon is done, bro. Like, they really set him up Paqueta, man. He's a very good player for them.
I don't know. I think Paqueta's staying, but Paqueta's really good as well. I'm just gonna address Jack's comment, and I'll give you something else to say, and then get a revolving door going around. So Torreira said to Arteta that he was ready to give Arsenal another go, but Arteta said that he's not needed and not good enough. I mean, I assume that's paraphrasing.
Arteta is stupid, man. Like, Torreira's a good player.
Yeah, he's a fine. Like, he's not a magician, but he does a defensive job. You should keep him. If Torreira was in the squad, he'd be starting right now. because they've only got the Conga and Xhaka in. That's dumb from Arteta. Like you should be coming back.
Arteta doesn't know what he's doing. That.
Well, I'll give you. Also, I like keeping a revolving door. So it's your final thing to say for now, Val. Until you might come back on later on. What would you say is gone wrong, Arsenal? Is it all Arteta, or like what's your thoughts on it all?
It's obviously a mixture. It starts from the board because the board are hiring the wrong people. They're hiring Edu, who's not good at bringing transfers in. They're hiring Arteta, inexperienced, and they're getting signings that's not needed. Like, I agree. They should have got Aouar in. They should have got him last summer along with Thomas Partey. Even now, he's cheaper now. Could have gone for him, but they went Odegaard. I think Odegaard's a good signing, but I don't think he suits Arsenal at all. I feel like he will work with he'll work in a team that will play quick football, nice one-touch football. I think that's his strength. So I don't think it's needed. Aaron Ramsdale. I don't think he's a bad goalkeeper that people make him out to be. Because if you actually look at the stats, like he's made the most saves in the Prem.
But let me throw you something else, Phil. He's conceded the most goals from outside of the box in the Prem. And before you say, well, at Sheffield United, Areola and Johnstone conceded less than 5.
Yes, it's a difficult one.
I think with Ramsdale, like he could still become good, but the best tweet I saw about it was so Arsenal spent 80 million or 70 million at least on
Oh no, it's 80 million on Ben White and
Ramsdale.
Yeah.
They could have got Areola and Anderson for 30 to 40.
Yeah, and even Hossein Aouar for like 25.
Yeah, it's just all dumb.
Yeah, and he's clueless. Like if you saw today, like he actually has made players decline. Like Maria, he was such a good centre back at Flamengo. I remember.
In fairness, that's the Brazilian Serie A.
Yeah, no, but when we played in the what's it called, the Club World Cup, he was literally bodying Salah, Mane. He was just literally getting onto the ball, being aggressive, and then he's come to Arsenal, and then Arteta is just really. I don't think he suits Arsenal. Like Arteta wants to play from the back. Like if you want to do that, why is your best centre back at playing for Marseille? Saliba's good at playing from the back.
I just think it's a matter of confidence. But Velv, I'll get you back in the stream in a bit, and I'll keep the revolving door going. Thank you for your thoughts.
No worries.
Thanks, man. See you back in the chat. Right, back to the Nice Marseille game because while we were chatting, Gaultier on one of the subs just got booked by Nice. There was a bit of a fracas over a free kick, which everyone disagreed about. But back to the chat. Ewan made me laugh, saying this chat is far too insightful for me. I came back to spam Rangers propaganda. It's funny because I know exactly who you are as well. Like I know your name's the same on Twitter, but I love your personality is very shining, Ewan. I love it. Ramsdale needs to settle at the club. I agree. If Arsenal sack Arteta and getting Conte, Conte needs to be back to exceed. Yeah, I was going to say Conte's a terrible appointment for Arsenal. It wouldn't make sense. Shane wants the link. I'm going to put the link in the chat. Anyone who wants to join, come in, say your piece. And anyone in particular as well, if you've been watching this game, come in and say your thoughts on the game because that'd be very, very good because I want to talk about Nice and Marseille still because it's been an interesting game. But Marseille have quietened down a little bit. It feels like it's getting a bit dry. Nice actually blocking Marseille in at the moment, which is one. And what De La Fuente on the ball. Or Comrade, I think Conrad De La Fuente likes to be called Comrade, so maybe we'll call him Comrade. But it's good pressing from Nice. Just to catch up on these substitutes, by the way. So on Nice's side, the Tomba came on for Atto in the first half. Second half, Marseille have switched on Fuente or Comrade for Enrique and Rongier for Gay. We've got Shane back in from earlier. Shane, how are you?
Hello, how are you?
How are you, man? I'm good. What have you come back in to say?
I've come back in to say Genk, young Chelsea striker from England, Ugbo, is it?
Yes, yeah.
What's your thoughts on him maybe going to Genk or
or Marseille's been linked there as well.
Marseille, yeah, Marseille
Yeah.
trying to hijack the deal.
Yes, I will say as well, Dolberg just had a good shot that was, good bit of knees play and his shot just went over. But yeah, Ugbu, good question. I watched Ugbu. He was on loan at Cercle Bruges in the Belgian Pro League last year. I think he notched up over 10 goals. And Cercle were quite a poor team. So Ugbu, I actually think he's a good player. I'd be interested to see where he goes. I would like him to play outside of Belgium. I think
at a bigger level.
Yes, because I think he's 22 now. I think he needs to be at the bigger level. But yeah, I saw earlier in the week Marseille were in for him. I think that'd be a really interesting move. I'm curious, why did you what were we to ask that question? Because it's a good question, but there's about probably maybe one other person in this chat that would have thought of that.
I don't know. I just saw the rumors about him maybe moving. So
okay, were you a Chelsea fan?
No, Liverpool.
Okay.
But do you know why Chelsea want to get rid of him? Is he just not good enough, or have they had?
Yeah. He's like hang on, I'm gonna have to get back to you because the big things come up. Oh my goodness, Ligue 1, a fight is breaking out at the moment. The fans got onto the pitch. Oh damn, okay. There's been water bottles thrown at the Marseille players. Oh my god! Someone just drop kick a water bottle back into the crowd. There's people on the pitch. The fans want to. There's been a pitch invasion at France. The barrier's fallen down. They've knocked down the sponsorship barrier. The fans are invading the pitch. Oh wow! Oh, there are major scenes here in Marseille v Nice. If you tune into the game, tune in BT Sport right now. The fans have invaded the pitch. They're going for the Marseille players. I'm speechless. Nice fans have got onto the pitch to try and attack the Marseille players. I think it started over something about Guendouzi. I'm going to rewind it here, guys, so I can tell you what happened. Okay, what happens is, right, Marseille get on, Conrad de la Fuente's on the wing. The ball goes out towards the Nice fans. Payet goes over to get the ball. A water bottle gets thrown towards him. Then the camera hasn't panned yet. Payet gets hit by a water bottle. He launches it back into the crowd out of anger. Nice players go over to him. They're trying to calm him down. Payet throws another water bottle into the crowd. They have been thrown onto the pitch the entire game. And it just leads the Nice fans to invade. I've never seen anything like it. Sorry, Shane, I know you came in for your question, but...
No, sorry.
There's crazy scenes happening right now over in Nice. Dante, the Nice captain, has had to go over to the fans to tell them to get back in and basically shut the fuck up. Gaultier's talking to the Nice manager. Gaultier's talking over to the Marseille players. It is all exploded over here. I think has someone been sent off? Lotomba's walked off the pitch. I'm not sure if he's been sent off. I'm not sure if the game's just been abandoned. A huge event's just happened here. Wow. Okay. Right. I'm just trying to keep things updated at the moment. Shane, right, I'm going to... Did you have anything else just to say? And
no, it was just that. Ugbo.
Okay, it was a good question, man. Right, I'm going to stay on this. I know someone else, Jack's in there as well. And we're just going to stay on this for the moment. Jack, if you want to stay in the background of the stream, I'll get you in. Shane, thank you for coming on. And see if you get back on the stream. See you in the chat.
Thank you.
Thanks, man. All right. As I said, Jack's in the background. I'll get you back here. I'll hopefully get on your stream, but I need to follow this. Another fan's got onto the pitch at Nice v Marseille. They've broken onto the pitch again. They're going for the Marseille players. It all started by Dimitri Payet. There was water bottles being thrown onto the pitch the whole game. That was similar incident actually happened at Marseille on their first game. Payet picks the water bottle up, launches it straight back into the crowd, drop kicks another, and it just caused a massive point of anger. Another fan has broken onto the pitch. It caused a steward to fall over. It is unbelievable scenes happening over here. I'm lost for words. Match day 1 of Marseille, the game was suspended for a similar event. Match day 2, a player collapsed in the first 5 minutes. Match day 3, this happens. You can't predict Ligue 1 at the moment. Sampaoli, the manager's going for it. The manager's going for the fans. What's going on? The Marseille manager is literally having to be held back by his team. This is incredible. Another fan's got on now. Someone else is fighting with the stewards. Then the stewards are fighting with the fans. The Marseille team, sorry, is just blowing up. It looks like two stewards are fighting with each other. This is absolutely incredible. ABE says it's abandoned. Surely they're going to try and get it back on. I'm going to keep the stream going just in case it gets back on. There's incredible scenes happening in Nice at the moment, in the southwest of France. The game might be abandoned. We might have to see. Right now, it's really impossible to tell. If you're just joining, there's a few people who've joined. It all started, water bottle thrown onto the pitch at Dimitri Payet. Payet launches it back into the crowd, and a pitch invasion ensues for the Nice fans trying to attack the Marseille team. The Marseille team are currently in the Nice tunnel right now. Gaultier, the Nice manager, is having to talk them down. Talking to Guendouzi, which is odd. Guendouzi's a loanee. He looks like he's the main spokesman for this Marseille team. Oh my goodness. Looks like the Marseille team are just completely fed up of this. They're staying in the tunnel. I don't blame them. They're probably staying in there because they don't want to go onto the pitch because they have been attacked by all the game. I've been noticing it. You could have noticed that every single time a water bottle was thrown onto the pitch, like every time there was a set piece, a water bottle was throwing on. Some people in the chat saying it's suspended. The game will be called off. Look, there was shouts of this in match day 1. Any other stream, I would have turned it off. But I know match day 1 for Marseille v Montpellier, a similar event happened and the game did resume. So we're going to hang in with it, guys, just to keep an eye on it. Crazy things. Sampaoli's back in. The Marseille manager was the most furious man. He went off like a rocket. Right, Marseille team currently in the tunnel. Sampaoli's going for another person. He's going to fight again. What's going on? The Marseille president's come down. That's if anyone's watching, the short little man with the dark hair and the moustache, that's the president of Marseille. He's had to come down. The Nice team have just come back in. We're coming back to the pitch here. That looks like the president of Nice, I believe. You can't predict this. What is Ligue 1 at the moment? What the hell is going on in this game? Well, there's fans on the pitch still from Nice. It looks like a Nice official is having to go over to the fans. Someone's down on the ground. If someone looks like they're requiring medical attention, what an absolute shit show. You used to still farmers in my books. You get this at Aberdeen week in, week out. You don't get this, surely, man. You don't get fans invading the pitch like this. But yes, this is not a farmers league by any stretch. Absolutely not. James says, is it called off? I've got the TV on mute. Guys, I don't know. I can't turn the audio up. From what it looks like, the game isn't abandoned because it looks like, I'm pretty sure the Nice official is trying to calm it down. Something's come up on my TV screen. The match has been suspended. As I said, we'll keep with this because this has happened already this season, already with the Marseille game. So we're going to keep with this here. No idea what's going on. We've got 2 people in the chat as well. Jack, unmute your mic if you're ready to come on. We've got Velv in at the moment. Velv, you're watching this. What's your thoughts on this?
This is too funny, man.
I can't believe it.
I'm actually listening to the commentating. It's just, they're just saying, security, do your job, man. They're like, where's the security at?
Well, in fairness, it looked like a bunch of fans just waved over, didn't it?
No, I feel like there was just like few people that were angry with the Marseille players, and I think just the rest just wanted to get on the pitch.
Yeah, it looked like it. Oh, it did look like as soon as I saw, I think it was Guendouzi, like when Pai threw the water bottle on, all the players just came over. We've got Jack in as well. All the players just came over and just started launching it back into the crowd. So it just looked like it was big. We've got riot police on. Jack, are you watching this game?
No, I'm not actually. I've not. I don't really watch any other leagues, to be honest with you. I don't really watch any other games other than Arsenal. But it sounds incredible.
Oh, that's pain, man.
It sounds absolutely incredible. Out of interest, did Guendouzi do anything?
Yeah, I think he was one of the people straight away when I looked over. Velv, have you got it on?
Yeah, I got it on.
Right, I'm gonna scroll back to what happens. You tell me if anything major happens, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna scroll back to what happened. I'm gonna retell you, Jack, and see.
Yeah. He's
So-
a bit of a madman. That's why Arteta don't like him.
Yeah. He was one of the people. He actually in match day 1, Jack, of Marseille's game, something similar happened. Montpellier fans were throwing water bottles at Marseille, and what happened was it was a lot more calm. But Guendouzi went to take a corner, and someone threw one towards him. So he picked it up, went over like this, joking around like all like that, then threw it on the ground. And then one of the fans just threw a 2-litre one at him, which caused a big fight. And
it's a bit of a problem with him because I don't think the way I see it, right, is that Guendouzi, I think it was the Brighton game when Neil Maupay injured Leno.
Yeah.
And Guendouzi kind of lashed out at Maupay, put his hand around his neck, right? And obviously that is not okay.
Yeah,
but
the way
I can only talk quickly, I have to go in a second. But the way I see it, I'll be back on later. The way I see it is that it seems like Xhaka can do it time and time.
Finger. Oh my days, who's this guy?
What? Sorry, Jack. What happened, Velv?
There's some guy in the suit just sticking the middle finger up someone. I don't know.
Oh my god!
They're inside as well. I don't know why.
Go, Jack. Finish what you were saying, mate.
It seems that Xhaka can lash out as many times as he likes, and nothing happens. But as soon as Guendouzi does it once, Guendouzi's cast out the club.
Yeah.
I think Guendouzi's miles better than Xhaka, and I just don't think it makes any sense. And the Torreira situation again is terrible.
Yeah, I get exactly where you're coming from. From an outsider's perspective, it seemed like Guendouzi just did one thing and then he was done.
Yeah, right. I've got to go now, but I'll be on in half an hour again. Okay.
Brilliant. All right. Thanks for coming on, man.
See you in a bit.
Okay. Bye-bye. Right. For anyone just joining in, the game between Nice and Marseille is currently suspended. It might be resumed. We don't know. Velv's my current man, keeping me updated. But right now, I'm going to retell you what happened moment by moment. I've got it here. So Payet goes over to take a corner. The Nice fans, big stand right near him. It already looks like it's overflowing, to be honest. Nice fans throw a water bottle towards him. Payet, it looks like he's hit. He goes down and he plays for a little bit. And he gets up, launches it like that straight back into the fans. That causes a flurry of him to come down and Nice fans to come over. Gonzalez, a Marseille centre-back, comes over as well. He throws another one up. Payet throws another.
Oh, there's an argument going on. Oh.
Guendouzi's screaming at the fans. Guendouzi, he goes straight over, starts shouting at them. He starts going, come on then. Then there's a fan. One fan gets onto the pitch. The Marseille players just are booting him away. And then that triggers a huge pitch invasion. It looks like, I don't know which player this is. I think it's Rongier, another Marseille player. The ball was nearby. Rongier gets the ball and just kicks it straight into the fans. And then the sponsorship wall gets broken down by the Nice fans. They bend it and break it down, run onto the pitch and charge straight to the Marseille players. And then from that point on, it's just a huge pitch invasion. Right, I'm going to join Velv now in current time because the pitch invasion happens. Jorge Sampaoli, the Marseille manager, get this, the manager of the team, he's the one who looks the most angry. He starts going aggressive to everyone, start charging at them. And in current time at the moment, we're watching, Velv, you're watching it with me as well, just watching an empty stadium. The game might still be put back on. We don't know. This did happen match day 1, so you don't know with these things, but we're going to have to see. It looks like someone's...
Here's what I do. You get a boxing ring, put him in the middle of the pitch, let Guendouzi and the other guys sort it out.
Well, no, because that's a good idea, but I'm pretty certain the entire fan base of Marseille wants to kick his head in at the moment. so unless you want to get him fighting one man after another, it might not work.
Yeah, I think he could do it, He's got the Arsenal blood inside him.
I feel like I've missed some important developments. Yes, Matt, you have. You've missed the Marseille players just attack. Well, they retaliated to, in fairness, constant objects being thrown at them throughout the game. What's happened? Right, I saw on Twitter. Right, I'll say it through one more time. Apologies to the people listening on. The Nice fans at home, they've been throwing objects at the Marseille team throughout the game, like water bottles. Payet was going to take a corner. Then one of the Nice fans throws a water bottle and it hits him. Payet goes down. He gets back up, gets the water bottle and doesn't lob it. He pelts it in straight back to the fans. That causes the Marseille fans, the Marseille players, to go in and back him up. They start throwing things back at the Nice fans, who are throwing more things at them. At that point, a couple of players, including Matteo Guendouzi, rushes straight to the fans, starts giving at them, like, oh, come on, you what? That point, one of the Marseille players gets the ball, boots it into the fans. The fans, they invade the pitch. They break down the metal sponsorship wall. They break it down and charge the Marseille players. The stewards come onto the pitch. They're trying to separate it. At that point, all hell was broken loose. The stewards were, at one point, there were stewards arguing with each other. Gradually, the Marseille team is getting dragged off the pitch, but there was a good at least 1,000 fans on the pitch charging at them. And during this, the Marseille manager, Sampaoli Leonardo, calls him irritating. I can understand why. He just starts charging he starts getting aggressive to everyone as well. You've missed absolutely everything go down today. Right now, the match is currently suspended, but as I've said, this happened on match day 1, so the game could still resume. Crofty says, were the fans attacking the players? They were throwing things at them. But the Marseille players definitely retaliated more. They retaliated ferociously, and at that point, the Nice fans, they clearly went on and just went to attack the players. They literally invaded the pitch and just charged it. We had Jack in a minute ago. I think it might be Newville saying that probably not all of them were there to attack. They just wanted to get on the pitch, but there was clearly some intent because they definitely swarmed it. And I will say the stand where it's happened, it does look like it's overflown. Now, I will say as well, it looked like for anyone wondering if there's anyone injured, there was someone receiving medical attention. Just out, it looked like maybe he would have been crushed because there was a great big rush towards the sponsorship, the sponsor barriers. So maybe someone was crushed there. Raphael says Nice will lose 3-0 potentially, but this game could still resume. So we're going to keep the stream going, people. I've got Velv with me. Otherwise, my voice might die, depending on how long this goes on for. And will they play if it's past 9, if the game resumes? I think they will, because there was only about 10 minutes left. 1 minute was suspended. I think it was suspended in like the 79th, I think the 79th minute, I think. It's unclear if anyone's been sent off. The Tomba did go off very quickly. But yeah, it's absolutely crazy. Football fans.
Royal Rumble match. Said it right now.
Royal Rumble match. I mean, what was your perception of it? I've given my idea. Did you see anything else that I haven't mentioned?
Oh yeah, Payet kicked Guendouzi in the butt.
What?
Yeah, when Guendouzi went over, I think he tried to kick the bottle, but he kicked Guendouzi in the butt.
For fuck's sake. I thought you said he kicked Guendouzi. I will say, maybe I'm looking too into it, but I will say, Guendouzi, it was interesting how he was straight away one of the first people over, and he was the person kind of looked like he was speaking the most to Marseille, which is crazy for a low knee who's like 21. I mean, I said he's been handed more responsibility. Looks like he's definitely a senior figure in that dressing room, it looks like. Jack says, sorry to ask again what caused it. It's okay. I'll give a shortened version. Nice fans were throwing things on the pitch the whole game. One of them hit Payet with a water bottle. Payet's retaliated and launched it back into the crowd. The Marseille players come over to back him. They start launching things into the crowd. Players like Guendouzi start going up to the stand and getting aggressive, which causes a pitch invasion, which the Nice fans trying to get onto the pitch to attack the Marseille players. It's absolutely crazy. And can't touch the public. It's crazy to think how fans are untouchable. It is, because they would have come on and attacked the Marseille players. If they'd been punched or kicked, they would have gone straight down.
Imagine if it's in the Premier League, Arsenal fans versus Spurs fans.
It's crazy. I think the game's going to resume.
But some countries are crazy. They'll probably actually kill one man on the pitch.
Well, that's the thing with Ligue 1. The fans are incredibly passionate. We see this a lot. And I do think this game's going to resume because we can see Mondonda talking with Gaultier in the tunnel. It looks like there's another Nice player. It's a Nice man there. But Gaultier and Mandanda, Marseille captain, they're clearly talking something out. I think if the game was cancelled or suspended, they would have been in the tunnel by now. They would have been in the dressing room. They'd be on the way out. The Marseille president's down there. If anyone can see it, it's the man talking to Mandanda, the dark-haired man with the moustache. That's the Marseille president. He's quite vocal. So it's quite interesting to see here. Like I said, we're going to keep the stream going. No idea what's going to happen. I mean, Velv, you've got the commentary, so let me know updated if anything happens. But like if they say anything concrete. But right now, the match is currently suspended. If the match gets abandoned, that's when we know it's over. Oh. This isn't the first time, by the way. A Marseille match has been abandoned due to fan pressure. Albeit last season was their own fans. You may have seen the headlines when Marseille were due to play Rennes, but the night before their own fans attacked the training ground. This was when Marseille were at a low point last season and frustrations really had boiled over. They'd won 1 in 8 and there'd been a lot of frustration towards not only the pandemic in Marseille and the local area, but towards the Marseille ownership. And that was another time the match was abandoned due to fan attacks. But this is a completely different situation. It's happened during the game. The fans, if you're seeing pictures on Twitter and you're just joining me, with 29 people right now, you've seen pictures on Twitter and seen fans on the pitch. It is as bad as it looks. They decided to attack the players and go onto the pitch. And maybe attack might sound dramatic, but I don't think there's any other word for it. The fans got were throwing things at the Marseille players, then waved onto the pitch to basically sprint at them. Absolutely crazy things happening here. Absolutely crazy things. I'm going to read through the chat as well. People saying, can you resend the link? I'm going to try and I'll resend the link in a bit maybe, but I want to see what happens with this, what happens at the moment. Again, it's Horst Pauli, the Marseille manager. He's having to be held back. He can't keep a lid on his temper at the moment. He's clearly a passionate man, but he needs to keep a lid on it because whatever happens, this could end up costing him severely. The Marseille president's down there with him, and he's shouting towards the other end, the Nice men. He can't do anything stupid. He's live on TV. He needs to behave himself. Otherwise, he's going to get punished. He's live on TV. He's a brand new manager at Marseille. Well, he arrived midway through last season. This is his first full season. And credit to him, his football's been brilliant. He cannot mess this up now. Cannot mess this up. Oh, dear, oh dear. All right, it looks like he's made up with Gaultier. It looks like he's gone away. He's calmed down. But as I've said, the people in the chat who want to come on, I will. It's going to be involved at the moment just because I know Vel's watching it. I'll need a bit of help covering what's happened. Once we reach a bit of a stableness, if the game's abandoned or if the game's back on, I'm going to get you all back into the chat. But I just want to make sure I don't want you guys getting in, asking questions, and then me having to interrupt you with what's happening.
One of them, she got her bag ready. She's got a bag ready. She's like, yeah, I'm out of this bag, guys. I'm out.
Yeah, I don't know who that woman is who's been there the entire time.
Madanda's just talking right now.
Yeah, this is what makes me think. I think the game will go back. I will say, I'm saying this. I don't have the knowledge. I've got commentary off, but I do think the game will go back on because if it was going to be fully abandoned, something concrete would have happened by now. So I feel like they're waiting for things to calm down. But we don't know what type of response the Marseille players are going to get. And I will say, it looked like the president of Nice, one of their senior figures, went over to the fans to plead with them to stop this because otherwise the game's just going to... Nice are winning as well. I mean, for anyone tuning in, the score isn't currently on. Nice are currently winning 1-0. I'm pretty certain if this game gets abandoned, they will lose. Marseille will be handed a 3-0 victory because they weren't getting battered. They were doing okay. And there was 10 minutes left to play. So something could have happened there. So it's not as if the game's over and this has happened. There is still 10 minutes left to play, which is why the game might be resumed. God, I should be on BT Sport. I'm on it. I'm on it. I've got some figures going off. That going left, that might be towards the away changing room because I think the Marseille players have been going to the right. Mandonda's still hanging around. Still waiting on response. Gaultier still waiting around as well, which makes me think this isn't the end. Going back to the stadium. Looks like that main stand. If you're looking now, it's that far stand with Ultras Populaires de Nice. That's where it all kicks off. You can see looking at it now, it looks really packed out, I have to say. And I think in the moment they all swarmed to the Marseille players, so it definitely overloaded. You'll go, lad. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Jack. I said I'll get you back in. Thanks to the people tuning at the moment. I'm hoping I'm giving you a good recounting of what's happened. Did you see Staff punch some guy in the head? No, I did not. If anyone has any clips, please send them to me on Twitter at the moment, just so I can keep an eye, because I want to know what's going on. And if you can share the stream as well and tell people what's going on, so I can actually explain, so they can come in and find out what is happening at the moment. Nice fans still cheering the team on. Look, they're not going anywhere. Marseille as well. If you're wondering as well why everyone is topless, just as a side note, France is experiencing some scorching temperatures at the moment. Last week, Marseille were playing against Bordeaux, and a player fainted in the wall. It was a really scary moment, actually. People thought there'd been a Christian Eriksen-like collapse, but just due to the severe heat in France, particularly in the south of France, it collapsed. Spaghetti says, what's my Twitter? My Twitter is @EuroExpert_. So if you've got any information, any videos, please send them to me and I'll re-document them to the stream. Croft said he'll tag me in it. Thank you very much indeed. I'm keeping an eye on my Twitter thread right now. Vel, I know I'm talking a lot. If you've got anything to add, feel free to come in, because I know you've been watching it all live with me.
It's nothing's going on really. It's just the commentator's just talking. He's just seeing what there is. He's just naming the people inside talking. He's not talking about the fans.
All right, I'm watching the video now. So one of the Marseille staff ran on and lumped a Nice fan. Oh my god!
What happened?
Oh, I'm putting the link in the chat. I can't believe that. Right, when the fans were about to, it looked like it's probably just after they invaded. Guys, I'm putting a Twitter link in the chat. Go look at this tweet. Crofty sent me it. A Marseille staff member has come onto the pitch and he just completely knocked a. It looked like he knocked him out. It looks like he's knocked out a Nice fan just out of nowhere. It's incredible. I'm going to have to tweet about this.
Wait. Is it that? Wait, the one. Oh my days.
Seen it. If anyone doesn't know, look at the guy in orange. Look at the guy in orange.
He punched him and then just moonwalked out. Oh my, this is.
I think they're typing up and just.
I think he's gonna get fired after this. He's like, good dance, miss, but you're fired.
he'll get fired and like secretly rehired. Right, I just did the link for the stream. Right, if you're just joining us, the game is currently suspended, but it could still resume. I recommend having a look at my tweet I've put in the chat, because.
Wait, poor guy was doing nothing. He was just talking, and then
I know. It's funny, but it's also like that guy looks like he got knocked straight out.
Yeah.
So it's quite dirty. It's just, but in fairness, I'm guessing that's after the Nice fans just ran onto the pitch and started attacking Marseille players. Right.
No, that's a disgrace, man. How are you going for a guy who literally done nothing? He just got into the pitch, like, all right, cool, yeah, let me just talk things out, and you just punch him.
I know.
Like,
I know.
Look at this, people chucking bottles. Go after them.
It's just, I just cannot believe this. Oh, it looks all right. I've not got audio, Velv. You might have to repeat. Well, it'll be in French, but this is what happened before as well. Earlier, a couple of games ago, there is a Nice official on the pitch. He's speaking quite enthusiastically. I haven't got audio, but I imagine he's telling the crowd to calm the fuck down. And I imagine they're going to try and bring the players out to play the remaining 10 minutes. That's what I think is going to happen. That's why I think the guy's coming on. Because if it was the game abandoned, I think it would be a stadium announcement. So to me, he's come onto the pitch with the microphone.
There's a loud roar from the fans.
So that makes me think it's going to be played out again. They're just going to bide the time before the players come back on the pitch. So yeah, guys, if you've just joined, let me know in the chat, so then I know whether to recount it, because a few people watching have heard me re-explain the events a few times. I don't want to repeat myself to people who haven't heard it, but for the people who want to know, please let me know, and I'll retell the events just to make sure. Tony says, "Hey Alex, legend. Thank you. Appreciate it. I'm trying to do the best I can to cover this as possible." Velvis, has the tunnel just got darker?
Wait, it just changed, but I was on
Yeah.
Twitter.
Oh yeah. The lights have just gone out in the stadium briefly. They just slightly went out in the tunnel.
I think I missed it.
Right, we've cut to an ad break. I think, to me, that suggests I think the game will go back on. I don't know if anyone knows. Otherwise, please put it in the chat below. We've got a couple of people waiting to come onto the stream and ask questions. I will get you guys on. As I said, I just want to make sure we know what's happening here. So we know we've got Toblerone in, Yo Man, what's up? I've got 34 people watching. Really appreciate it. As I said, if you want to know what happened, just shout in the chat and I'll retell it. I've been tagged in something else.
Yeah, did it go dark? Yeah.
It's crazy. Ad break. Yeah, so we've got an ad break. We've got 40 people watching at the moment. Right, to me, that suggests we've got people in who want to know what happened. If you've just joined, I'm going to recount it right now. We were in outbreak for Nice v Marseille. What happened was the Nice were playing at home and the Nice fans were throwing water bottles at Marseille players throughout the game. You could see this every time they went to take a set piece. Then Marseille, with 10 minutes left, they're 1-0 down. They have a corner. Payet goes to take the corner. When he's going over, a water bottle hits him. He goes down, and for a minute, you think he's going to fake injury and try and get something. He gets up, he picks up what was thrown at him, and he launches it straight back into the crowd. Now, this causes a bit between the players. The Nice players come over to try and calm him down. The Marseille players who've been hit all game have had enough. They come over and they start throwing things back into the crowd. Then there were a couple of players, definitely one of them was Guendouzi, who go up to the stands and start shouting towards the fans very aggressively. At that point, the Nice fans had had enough and they charged the pitch. The metal sponsorship barrier that surrounds the pitch, the Nice fans go up to it and break it down and charge the Marseille players, charge them to try and attack them. There is no other word for it because they've been throwing things at them all game, and they broke it down and charged towards the Marseille players. At that point, some stewards and other people got on the pitch. Nice fans were on the pitch. There's clips on Twitter of someone being knocked out by a Marseille official who's ran onto the pitch. There's other clips as well that I saw of Nice fans in the wave to get onto the pitch, causing a bit of a crush. There was someone receiving medical attention. Don't know any details on that. I wish I knew a bit more to tell you. At this point, the Marseille players are getting coached to go off the pitch, but they're beginning to argue with the stewards. At one point, there were two stewards who are arguing with each other. And at this point, the Marseille manager, Jorge Sampaoli, who is known for his passionate attitude, begins to get very aggressive towards the Nice officials, and it looked like the Nice players. If you think of an aggressive footballer who's about to fight, that's what the Marseille manager was doing. That continued into the tunnel where we've sat there for the past 15 minutes, wondering if the game would resume. At that point, the Nice fans were gradually put off the pitch, but there was a good 1,000 of them, I would say, on the pitch at that point. It was absolutely crazy. So right now we're waiting to see if the game resumes, but I think it will. I am watching without audio to do this watch along at the moment. We don't know.
I think they just say it's going to get underway.
There we go. It's going to get underway. So game was suspended, but it looks like we're going back. The Marseille players, we're currently watching the ad break. We don't know if they've come back onto the pitch yet, so we don't know what type of reception they will receive. But
you're on the break.
Yep.
I'm still seeing it.
Okay, still see that. Let me zoom out. No, as far ahead as I can be. But yeah. So what I can say is lost my train of thought. I was going to say, if you're wondering who was at fault, you've just joined. It was probably the Nice fans at first. They were the ones throwing things at Marseille players all night, and it was the Marseille retaliation that was definitely too far. When Payet and other players started throwing things into the stands. I didn't mention as well at one point, just before they started to invade, Alvaro Gonzalez, and Marseille centre-back, there was a ball near him. He picked up the ball and drop-kicked it straight into the stands. So they definitely initiated this attack, but Nice fans, in my opinion, took it too far, invaded the pitch. But as other people mentioned as well, as Ewan's mentioned in the chat, there's a link on Twitter that I put in the chat earlier of a Marseille staff guy knocking out one of the Nice fans who did actually look to be standing there not doing anything. So there's a lot going on. We haven't got all the information yet, but absolutely crazy. And if you
while that happens, Leon just announced the signing of Shaqiri.
in other news, yes, but yes, it is absolutely mental at the moment. We've got some people still joining in. How do we get on your chat? Yeah, I was going to say as well just now, we've been doing this watch along the entire game. That's why I've got all the information with me. We've had people coming onto the stream throughout. We've got a couple people in the background actually waiting to come on. Those people will get onto the stream. You guys can come on and have your say. I'll put the link into the chat. But at the moment, until we get a stable situation, I'm not going to get anybody else on just because I don't want to try and answer your questions and have to interrupt you. I will say as well, there's Riot Police out on the pitch right now. If you're not watching, you can watch it on BT Sport 3. If not, I'll try and give you the best commentary as possible. Honestly, absolutely mental. Lots of words. But yeah, at the moment, it looks like
Jesus, man, these men are lined up.
Oh yeah, you've seen the Riot Police, yeah. So at the moment, it looks like the game's going to resume. Probably any moment. We're probably waiting for the fan, the fan anger to calm down. I will say, just before we cut to an ad break at BT, there was a stadium official of Nice getting onto the pitch with a microphone, loudly addressing all of the players. So you don't know exactly what he's saying, but this is something similar happened a couple of weeks ago, and I imagine that was when he was. I imagine he's telling the fans to shut the fuck up, so we can get the game back on. Yeah, Tony is on BT Sport at the moment. Does it look like the game will continue? Yes, I think the game is going to continue. Abby says it's back on. It's been a crazy night in Liga, and the game was probably due to finish like a couple of minutes ago, but we're going to go into the night. We're going to stay with you. You've got 50 people watching right now. Really appreciate you watching. If you're here, I try and do this for every European game I can. So if you enjoy my content, subscribe to GNA TV. It's a brilliant channel here. And if you enjoy me personally, I'd appreciate you subscribing to the Euro Expert channel. If you come from Twitter or TikTok, I really appreciate you coming in. I'm just trying to give you the best info as possible, because I understand you've probably seen it on Twitter and thinking, what the fuck is happening? Luckily, we were here all night watching Marseille beat Nice.
They got Jeremy in the chat.
Big up Jeremy in the chat. I've just seen it as well. Big up Alex, my guy. Thank you, Jeremy. Very nice.
Right, come on, Jeremy, man.
I'm sorry if I've not been able to interact in the chat as much as well. Just trying to be a lot of people getting in with interest. We will say these 10 minutes as well. I'll talk to you about the game. The commotion aside, up until then, it was 1-0 Nice. It was a pretty nice goal from Dolberg. I remember. I barely remember this. Yeah, it was a good goal from Nice. Latombo had come on, made a nice cross to Dolberg, who got in at the near post and scored. Marseille were not quite as bold as their previous performances, but a lot more defensively secure. But they were definitely getting into the game. And like I said, just before this game was stopped, they were about to have a corner. Payet is about to take it, and that's what's caused everything we've seen right now. It's showing me Australia. It's showing me MotoGP. I'm hoping the game's not over. Is the game over? I don't think so. I mean, right now it's showing me on BT Sport.
Still much suspended, yeah. Still the sign.
Well, for me right now on BT Sport, it's showing me MotoGP. So I don't know if the game's done or they're just showing that to keep people's eyes on.
Oh, you've got advertisement. Oh, it doesn't. I'm just looking at the tunnels and that.
Oh, really? Well, maybe you're watching a different thing. I'm being shown Austria MotoGP at the moment, so just going your shout if your thing comes back to the game.
They're showing this nice young security man. We're seeing the back of him. Let me see your face. Oh, nice guy. He turned around. See, he listened to me.
I will say, out of all of this, one thing we all know, Liga and games are a joy to watch for many reasons, because it's happening every week now. It's the combination of some really good football, so a genuine race for the top three. Like the PSG are going to be clear, but a genuine race for the Champions League spots. The Rude in France, which is generally
big up Rams in the chat. Big up Rams,
and yeah, it's generally very intense in France, and the fans are just have a passion. I feel a bit ill saying it's a passion, because what we've seen tonight isn't really passion. It's too much what we've seen. But yeah, in France in Ligue 1, you just get this sometimes amazing mix and sometimes toxic mix of football and fan culture. But as I said, we're still waiting to see what happened. Shout in the chat if anything concrete has been announced, because I'm not aware of it at the moment, sadly. I can't be aware of it at the moment. What a night, though. What a night of football. Absolutely crazy. 42 people watching really appreciate it, but yeah.
The worst scenario is if Guendouzi scores the equalizer. Oh my day. Him or Payet, they score the equalizer.
Imagine God, if they do that, because they're the people who caused it. If Guendouzi scores an equalizer, he'll go and shush the crowd. It won't be good.
He's gonna knee slide. He's gonna do the Adebayo, take off his shirt, knee slide, and go like, yeah, I'm this. Yeah. So what's going on here? No, they're just showing this nice security guard again. Now they're showing shirtless men. Oh Jesus, man, sit back down. You're literally over the edge.
Right, so you're still watching. You've still got a feed to what's happening in the game.
Yeah.
But it's like no one's on the pitch yet.
There's no commentator. Just looking at fans.
What are you watching it through? Stream or BT Sport?
Stream.
Stream. Okay, so maybe you got a different thing. Right. So people saying what channel? It's meant to be on BT Sport 3, but we don't know what's happening yet. They might go back to this game. Right now, it's showing the Austria GP, but I feel like they're just showing highlights because they don't know what to do. I have a contact at BT Sport. I might message them and see if they have any insight.
Let's talk about something else. Leanne Curtis, Southampton. Good signing or not?
Leon Curtis. I do not know. In fact, we've had Jack in for a while.
That Torino centre back, the Brazilian.
Oh, Leancho. Yes, decent signing for Southampton. Decent signing. Sorry, if we'll hold the topic for a second, I guess. But we'll quickly shout for a minute. Oh, my respect for Liga and BT Show and Liga and Series gone right up. Appreciate that. Jack's been in for a while. Jack, I know you're going to give us a quick topic. Give us another thing you wanted to say. I know you were talking about Arsenal earlier.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest with you, I think that every league really, generally over the last few seasons has become really unpredictable. You can't really, tell just COVID really, and the absence of fans has changed quite a bit, and I think that that it's quite surprising that this incident has happened a few times for Marseille. It's not good, is it really? If from a Marseille point of view, the fact that this has happened a few times, and did you say the first game was cancelled for a similar reason? Yeah. It's just not really good from a Marseille point of view, is it? You don't really want to be. If you're a Marseille fan, you don't want to be seeing this sort of thing. Yeah,
it's crazy. I think the thing is with this one as well. It's that this one definitely isn't. I can understand the perspective. It's Marseille's fault, but at the same time, like
it shouldn't be happening from the players in the first place.
Yeah, the fans as well. It's the third game in a row. Well, the second game in a row. Sorry, they've played 2 away games, and after the events of the first one, I think that's what's inspired what's happened today with the fans attacking, the fans throwing water bottles at the players because the exact same thing happened in.
Who are they speaking to currently?
What do you mean they speaking to?
I saw ads.
No, I'm not on ads on BT Sport 3. I think they're just showing other footage because they don't know what's going to happen.
Oh no, because
I think I heard it's the highlights of the MotoGP.
Yeah.
No. The footage I'm seeing is I believe this is it's some guy in. I forgot. I don't know who he is. He's a guy wearing a white shirt and a black suit, and he's got like wired headsets on.
Damn, I'm going to the Marseille Twitter. If anyone enjoyed my coverage, you can send.
They're talking to the fans. They're talking to the fans.
Damn, I was gonna say if anyone likes my coverage, and you're rich, send me money. No. If you want to send a super chat, it'd be appreciated. If at a minimum, could you please like the video because I'm sweating right now. This video was meant to finish 10 minutes ago.
This fan is actually ruining himself. Like, who's going shirtless and talking to a guy? He took off his top just to talk to the guy.
I'm on the Marseille Twitter account. The last thing they said was the match is stopped. That was 40 minutes ago. The game was stopped 40 minutes ago. We haven't got it resumed yet, but they've not said match abandoned. I'm gonna head to Get French Football News and see if they said anything. Let me go back to BT actually, just in case. they better not show. Yeah, they're just showing random stuff on, and they're now showing like baseball. So got those. The local authorities at the Allianz Riviera are happy for Nice. Okay, the local authorities at the stadium are happy for Nice and Marseille to continue, according to Amazon, but you're all waiting the LFP's decision. The Marseille president in the tunnel was saying, "We will not play. We will not play." Apparently, to the LFP officials. So Marseille do not want this game to go on, even though they're losing. But I guess for them, they could get an automatic 3-0 win. Further footage, I'm reading off GFFN at the moment because they've given me a bit more insight. They've got the insight in France. Further review of the footage appears to show Marseille boss Jorge Sampaoli's assistant Jorge Dressio floor an OGC Nice fan who had entered the field of play. So the man who punched the Nice fan was Sampaoli's assistant. The
manager's assistant.
Yeah, the manager's assistant. That is huge.
Oh my day.
That is. I mean, this could shape.
Oh my god, the comments.
This could shape Ligue 1's future and Marseille as well, because if this has happened, 3 games on the bounce, yeah. You know, it's like this is as I said, it's not good from a Marseille perspective. But from what I've not seen anything, but from what I'm hearing, for me, it kind of sounds like the Marseille players are going to get in trouble because I understand that the Nice fans were wrong on a different level for throwing things on the pitch, but the fact that the Marseille players reacted,
a loud cheer from the fans.
Yeah, I'm actually agree with you, Jack. I think it's a really complicated issue, like on how to punish, because on one hand, like the Marseille players definitely instigated the attack, but they were wound up and abused the entire game. So it's the debate of what you think the footballers are expected to have. I don't know where I feel personally. I think the nature of football is that the players are going to get abused by the away fans or the home fans if the club's playing away. It's just the nature of football, isn't it? I go to a lot of Arsenal matches, and you go to the Arsenal matches, sometimes sit in North Bank next to the away fans, and the players get abused, and it's just the way football works. As long as would you say the fact? But I guess the difference here would be in the Premier League, you very rarely get like things thrown at the players continuously. Like when a coin gets thrown, that's like headline story, isn't it? Really?
Yeah. Well, I mean, as long as it's just it's the nature of football, isn't it? It's you go to the away fans, the players are always going to be. I mean, I saw a thing. I hate to bring it back to Arsenal again, but I saw a thing with Pepe. He had an interview, and he said that the thing that fuels him at games, and it was so difficult during lockdown, the thing that fuels him at games is the home fans cheering him on, and when they're playing away, is the abuse from the away fans to make him even more angry.
Yeah, I get you.
And it's just the nature, isn't it? And
where do people in the chat fall with this? I want to hear where you guys would. Do you agree with Jack? Look, they kind of should be dealing with it, or do other people think? Josh saying Pi should get a match ban. I personally don't think he should get a match ban, because I do think. Like he's not actually, no, to be fair, he did launch it straight into the crowd, but I can understand his reaction. Before we continue, I'm going to go through some of the other information we have. So let's go through. Marseille manager Jorge Sampaoli said he doesn't want the players to continue the game tonight, but if the LFP make a decision, they've got no choice. The Marseille players are with him. They do not want to finish tonight's match, but again, that could be because they would get an automatic 3-0 win. An OGC Nice support was badly hurt as other supporters behind him mass moved onto the pitch. This player had to be carried away on a stretcher. That was when I spoke about it early on the stream. Yeah. When the fans went to attack the pitch, there was a crush, and there was someone definitely caught in that. I did see the Nice president. Horrible. I did see the Nice president go up to that fan while he's receiving treatment. He did look conscious, so hopefully it's better. Here's an image here. I'm going to get this up on stream, actually. Give me a second. GFFN are going hard in on the Nice fans because they're saying they're not fans at all. They're putting fans in quotes. I'm going to get an image up on the stream. The 43 people of you watching, if you haven't seen it already, I'm going to put it up on stream right now. This is an image of what happened with one of the players, one of the fans going on. That he's gone to kick. I think that is Gerson. Like another shocking image shows OGC Nice fan attempting to kick Dimitri Payet. There, Payet's right there. Look at that. That was one of the first fans as well. That was before the invasion happened. We're going to scroll through some other images. Hopefully GFFN have posted at the moment when it all loads. Oh, great. Page isn't responding.
Oh, there's people leaving.
There's people leaving, you say?
Yeah, there's some people left.
I might, by the way, I might get kicked off streaming up. No, I'm good. My computer almost just crashed there. Gonna go through the chat. What are people saying on this? What are people saying?
Ultra wants to fight you.
He wants to fight everyone. Marseille is one shit magnet. How to get added to this call? Like I said, I'm hesitant to add people. Just want to see what's going on. People are leaving. We'll say, I'm going to go back to the GFN account just in case to see what they're saying. If there's an official announcement the game's abandoned, that might have to end the stream. But no, the latest update still is that the local authorities are happy for the game to continue according to Amazon, but we're all awaiting the decision, so we don't know yet.
If the game continues, will it still have the fans? Have the fans been taken out of the stadium, or do you know?
Velv, you'll know what's happened.
Okay, we're just in the tunnel at the moment. People
They're still in the tunnel. Okay.
Are there fans in the stands? Do you know?
Yeah, there's still fans in the stand, but there's like a chunks of fans missing.
Apparently, fans are outside fighting. Apparently, that's what's happening.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna keep reading through just to give some more info to the 45 people watching. On review, I'm going from the GFFN account. On the review of the footage, it appears that Gerson, Guendouzi, Papagay, and Kamara, depending on your opinion, bravely or stupidly, initially moved towards the OGC Nice fans who ran onto the pitch to confront them after the fans striked Dimitri Payet.
I hear police sirens.
Okay, I'm gonna keep going through. Keep me updated, Velv. Let's go through. There's a lot of shame going on to the Nice fans, but I will say it's one of those things, when football fans, when you get fights like this, it does bring other eyes. And I will say the football tonight was really a good standard, really high standard. It's just the fans that have ruined the game. I'm going to keep going through. Nice sporting director Julien Fournier looked silent and confused and helpless in the tunnel. Stupidity of the situation is immense. Nice were looking great and were set to beat Marseille under Christophe Galtier. And yeah, they completely done it. I've got more images, I think.
Just as far, the app FOTMob, they have confirmed that the match has been aborted and Kasper Dolberg has been given man of the match.
Right, FOTMob. Oh, that's the stat website. I'm going to hold off.
Yeah, I'm on that now on my phone, and it looks like the last match event they reported was the corner conceded, and they have confirmed the match as being aborted, and they have said Kasper Dolberg is the player of the match.
When was that? When was that confirmed, though, mate?
I'm not sure. It doesn't give a time, but it says that.
I'm gonna hold off on it. I'm keeping that in mind, Jack, but I'm gonna hold off just because I think I saw someone else in the chat say game abandoned earlier, but we don't know. Like that might have been mistaken earlier, but I'm just gonna make sure until I get an account from GFFN or while Vel's watching. I want to share another image. So I've got some context. I've mentioned during the stream that Horst and Pauli, the manager, before I do it, actually, let's get to 50 likes, people. There's so many of you here. We need to get to 50 likes because this is crazy. Going to show you some more images here. So apparently, after the fans invaded the pitch, I was talking about what happened with the manager, Horst and Pauli. Minutes later, Horst and Pauli appeared to be insulted by Nice defender and former Barcelona defender Jean-Claude Todibo, and was said to be held back by a mixture of Dimitri Payet, stewards, his own coaching staff. Because you can see, look, right, this is what I was talking about here. It was here, and then there's another image I should show it as well. If it loads, you can see it here. Look, he's having to be completely held back by his own team. This is the manager of the team. You just don't see this that often. It's crazy stuff. Velv, can we have an update? What are you seeing at the moment?
Oh no, there was some kid doing some weird stuff with a flag. It didn't look appropriate, or it's probably my dirty mind just getting in the way.
By the way, in this,
there we go. Back in the tunnel.
Well, the fans, the players are.
No. It's just the camera's back in there. No, there's a player there walking.
I must. Do you know when someone's always late to what's happened? Gemma's come in and said, "What's happening? It seems like something extreme happened." To be fair, he might be trying to coax me to give her a repeat of what's happened. So I will, because there are 56 people tuned in who must be completely bamboozled what's going on. So I'm going to give you a recount of what happened once again. All the way through the night in Nice v Marseille, Nice fans were throwing things at the Marseille players. Then in the 79th minute, with 10 minutes left with Nice winning, Nice threw something at Dimitri Payet. He picked up what they threw at him. It looked like a water bottle, launched it back into the crowd. And then the Marseille players go over to Payet and start backing him and throwing things into the crowd, which causes the Nice fans to invade the pitch. The confirmed things we've had are that Jorge Sampaoli, the manager's assistant, Jorge Sampaoli, Marseille's manager, his managerial assistant, punched a Nice fan. You might be seeing a video go around on Twitter where a Nice fan was knocked out. That was due to Marseille's managerial assistant. There will be something serious happening there. We know that a Nice fan has been seriously injured in a crush when Nice fans went to invade the pitch and attack the Marseille players. If you didn't see, they broke down the metal sponsor barrier around the stadium. They broke it down to attack the Marseille players. Marseille players were then taken off the pitch with Nice players kind of in between it. We know from GFFN that there's been an altercation between the managers Jorge Sampaoli and Jean-Claire Todibo, a Nice defender, because Todibo said something to Marseille. What's happened, Velv?
Oh, it's a chant. They're chanting.
Oh, fair enough. Gemma said as well, I think, it's gone yet. We're 8 away, 2020 subscribers. We've hit 2K, 2.2K. Let's get a bit higher. We really appreciate it. Let's aim for 75 likes. As we know, it's a bit dramatic here, and we also know another fan tried to kick Dimitri Payet. It was definitely a big attack from these fans. We still don't know. Go on.
Was there a particular fan that instigated it? Because realistically, are they going to punish what a group? You said there was at least 1,000 on the pitch, right?
Maybe I look about 1,000 is a big number. But it's like way over 200, 300. There was a lot of fans.
Are they going to? Is this at Marseille or is it at Nice?
It's Nice. It's probably gonna have to. I know where you're going. It's probably gonna have to be a stadium ban.
Exactly.
There's loads of fans gone.
Because if there's
go on, Jack.
If there's a clear fan that's like the ringleader, like kind of instigating it, then I guess you could say that he will be punished. But it's a difficult one. The assistant manager is definitely going to get in trouble, and I actually think generally, a lot of the Marseille players are going to be something that happens to them, because it's not right. It shouldn't be happening in football.
I'm gonna have to. I'll interrupt there because I've got some updates on the Marseille
players.
Of course. There's still no decision on the game apparently yet, but RMC claim that the clash between Marseille players and the Nice fans has resulted in 3 injuries in the Marseille squad. Defender Lewin Perez was injured in the neck. Apparently, Nice fans drew blood from Dimitri Payet on his back, and other Marseille players have strangle marks on their necks.
See, I'd argue that that's worse than the players instigating it in the first place.
Easily.
He's getting suspended then. He's going to get suspended.
Yeah, I'm going to wait for the official confirmation.
Where's that from? Is that like viewers have seen that?
This is from Get French Football News. No. Okay. Breaking. OGC Nice v Marseille will be concluded tonight. Game back on, according to Amazon. Who are the official broadcasters in France? OGC Nice v Marseille will be concluded tonight.
Lost Galaxy said something in the chat.
Let me have a look. Marseille manager was shouted racism language. Oh dear. Right, I want to can you find confirmation of that, please, and link it in the chat? I will find it. I will try and confirm it. The game will be back on.
Just play the game, man. I want to sleep.
How long I don't know how long. My girlfriend must be absolutely hating me. I said it'd be done by 10 to 10. The game was abandoned nearly an hour ago, or suspended nearly an hour ago.
Just hurry up. Game.
Do you think, Velv, that the fans leaving the stadium? Do you reckon that could be?
Yeah, they're making an announcement there. I think it's the director. Is it the one with grey hair?
I assume so. Yeah.
Yeah, so the one with grey hair is making an announcement, and I hear police sirens.
Yeah.
The Nice fans are cheering. I think it's gonna go back on.
The Nice fans shouldn't be cheering. It's their fault, isn't it?
I think so. Yeah. So I'm just making sure.
Oh, Jean Pierre. That's his name.
Yeah, I think that's what the director. Right. Just keeping an eye on.
They're doing gang signs. The director. I don't know.
What I will say, I think if the fans are leaving, then that could be. Oh, Daniel Butcher's in. Hello, Daniel.
Wait, he said no.
So it's BBC Sport.
I don't know what he's saying. I'm just looking at this sign language, just trying to determine it.
BBC Sport only just posted this. Let me head to it. It's crazy how his stream is going along like pretty chilled, and it's going pretty chilled, and then it's just like it's funny how we had like 20-30 people in, and it's just blown up. BBC have said the match has been suspended, but we've had reports from Amazon that the game will continue tonight. I think someone said they've DM'd me something. I'm going into DMs now. Tony, big up Tony. I was DM me quite a bit of information actually. Thank you, Tony. I'm going to keep an eye on this.
The fans seem happy, and the director's clapping.
Oh, so that could be good then. Yeah. Okay. So what happened with Pi? I can't show it on stream because obviously copyright's a worrying thing. But he's gone for the ball, and he hasn't actually like he's not faked it. Like he's gone for the ball. He's got his
confirmed.
I'm just gonna confirm. So Pi, the source of it, I've mentioned a lot of times. Won't go completely into it, but because I know there's a couple new people in. I'll keep talking about it through the stream, but I've repeated myself a lot of times in the last 10 minutes. I want to make sure that people listening at the moment don't get bored. But stay tuned, Griffo Bro. But the source of it, Pi went to take a corner. He did have his back. He's had his back to the fans behind him, and a water bottle or something's hit him straight in the back of the leg. And it's hit him in the back. It's hit him straight in the back. Where I first thought I have to take back a statement I made earlier on the stream. I said I think Pi went down to dive. Looking at the video now, I'm going to put a link in the chat. Looking at the video now, he definitely doesn't dive. Like he's literally been hit straight in the back.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. I think it's interesting that Dante, the Nice captain, was the first to go back. He tried to get the fans to stop and go back into the thing.
Oh my god, we've got incredible images now. Thank you, Tony, for sending me this, and thank you, Daniel. I'm seeing you as well. Big fan of you, Dan. We'll have to chat again soon, but I'm going to go to those photos in a second. You might have sent me the same things. Guys, I've got live images right now of the Marseille players. This is Lewin Perez. There's a strangle mark on his neck from the Nice fans. Here is Matteo Guendouzi, if it will load in a second. I've got Matteo Guendouzi as well with a similar mark. It should load in a sec, but this is from when the fans invaded the pitch. It kind of looked like, I'll have to give it a second. It did kind of look like at first that the fans, it looked like the fans they hadn't got to reach the Marseille players, but they got them. They actually attacked them completely.
Because the guy who punched the assistant manager that punched the fan, he literally did the moonwalk and then started punching everyone else. I think he accidentally punched his own players.
What?
This guy.
Maybe it's just a random person. I'm waiting to get the other image up as well. I'm just trying to make sure.
They said they're going to restart the corner kick.
Right, I'm going to tune back in on BT Sport, but I don't know. I don't know if BT are going to show it again. I don't know if there's anything important scheduled. Well, they're showing adverts, so perhaps they will. I want to show the images on stream again. Thank you guys for sending them to me. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, Tony. Raphael said it's over now. By all accounts, it's not. There were reports saying the game's back on. So stay tuned. I'm just trying to get things up again.
Oh, Dante's there.
Trying to get a picture of Guendouzi up. So it's just a bit tricky because all right. I've got to download the image and show you. I can't believe what
Alex for his Instagram and Twitter.
Yep. At Eurorexpert on everything. Follow me there. Will there be fans in the stadium? This is what I think. If you're saying, Velv, that the fans have gone out, I reckon like most have gone to be kicked out.
No, I think there's fans there, but I feel like majority of them have left or something.
But it sounds like there was a fight outside the stadium, so maybe that's something to do with it.
They probably said, "Oh, look at you." They probably got on each other saying rude stuff. It's like, and they took the term, "Yo, come outside," innit?
Yeah,
legitimately.
All right, I'm going to add a new image. I'm going to show what happened with Guendouzi.
Is so long.
But anyone who hasn't seen, people show me that this league is crazy, man.
Landsy.
So I can't really chat that way, but I'm getting what happened to Guendouzi up.
I'll read it. Landy said, "Mark
starting to think this is average game day, average match day in Ligue 1, you know."
Well, this is. I wanted to show this as well. We saw Lewin Perez. This is what happened to any Arsenal fans. This is what's happened to Matteo Guendouzi.
Oh yeah. That's bad, man.
Yeah, he was in fairness to, he was the first person on video who went straight to the fans to like be quite aggressive to them. So I imagine he was the first one to take the brunt of it. So him and Lewin Perez have just been like they have genuinely been assaulted. It's absolutely mental. So he says, I don't think BT Sport are showing it. Why BT are showing it? I think BT they just don't want to show the tunnel for now. I'm hoping if the game continues, they'll come back to it. I'm going to check the guideline, to be fair.
Landsy, man. Oh, I love Landsy, man.
We know, yeah. If you're just showing Marseille do not want to continue this, I mean, partly because they know they will get they know they'll get a automatic win. Well, to be fair, I don't know. To be fair, it's hard to tell because they said it. What do you think of Pai launching it back? Discussed it at the fans think they could bottle, and then when they stormed the pitch. Yeah, I understand this as well. There's been different opinions. We've got Jack here saying that like they shouldn't have retaliated, but also as well, it's just bad on all sides. Bad on all.
To be honest,
sides.
Pai did them a favor. Like he wants to keep them. They don't want the fans to get dehydrated. Giving them water, let them drink. It's a hot weather. Like, why are you chucking water bottles? You chuck it, you can't get that back, man. He did you a favor, man. What happens if he actually launched it at a kid's head? Like the kid just gets knocked out.
We don't know what. Yeah, in fact, we don't know if the Marseille players actually injured any fans there. Well, we just know a thing about that. Oh goodness, I don't know if I could get a stream up. I don't know if I'll get a stream up to like watch the game as well. I'm gonna try. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. Is anyone if anyone's watching this on BT Sport, please let me know if the game gets shown back on because I'm gonna try and get a stream up. Velv, have you still got it on?
Yeah, I'm still got the game. I might turn it off because my battery is literally draining away.
But yeah, I mean, if anyone's, I don't know whether to keep it on. I'm gonna have to keep the stream going. It's just, it's an unreal event.
I can try and get the game up if you like.
No, so I'm gonna try. I'll be able to get it up on a stream with me, so I'll have it on my other monitor. But I'm just waiting to tune in. So I'm gonna keep it live.
Just go back on the pitch, man. Just play the 10 minutes, bro. It's not that long.
I think it's a fair opinion, Rolf. But I think the thing is, Marseille, they know if the fair point is to acknowledge they don't know if they're going to be safe going back on the pitch. They have just been assaulted, and also I feel like there's an element of them as well. So it's like they don't want to go back on the pitch because of what's happened. The Nice president's come out and said we've quietly outburst just now on Amazon. So the Nice president wants the game to continue. He said our ultras is another name for like really passionate fans. Our ultras will hold back. A lot of things happened. Marseille want to go home. So the Nice president is saying Marseille do not want to play. Blimey, this is crazy.
So you said earlier that if the game does not continue, Marseille will get the win.
See, I thought that at first, but now I'm thinking about it now just because Marseille did play a part in what happened. So maybe it will just be, maybe it was nullified.
what's the substitutions limit in Ligue 1? Is it 5 or 3?
5.
If Marseille, and I'm pretty sure I saw that they had done, made substitutions and the injured players can't go on, then are they going to have to play with less players? Because, well, what's going to happen there?
It's a good point. That's a good point. They've made 2 subs, so they can make 3 more, but it's a good point. We don't know how many players are injured, because they did say multiple players of the Marseille team are injured, so we don't know. Okay, I was just going to say, to clarify, this is a decision... Right, the match officials. This is a decision the match officials have to come to if the game will continue. If Marseille refuse to go back out on the pitch, there is not really much that could be done. So we're still waiting for an update. We'll still need to find out if the game is abandoned, but we do not know. I'm going to head to BT Sport and see if they've said anything. BT Sport football. It's totally unprecedented as well. Yeah, you have to spare a thought for the broadcasters. There's absolutely nothing that could be said about this.
Yeah, my battery's about to die. I'm gonna go switch on another phone. I'll be on the chat, talk in the chat. So I'll see you guys later. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna Jack as well. I'm gonna head to. I'm gonna keep it myself for a bit, just to provide simple updates at the moment. Answer chat. So thanks guys for coming on. Jack might be able to, depending on what happens, might have you back in as well. So thanks well from Jack.
Yeah, I'll stay. I'll be here too.
There we go. Right. Chat's popping off at the moment, guys. If I'm providing you updates as quick as I can. Have they not made a decision? It's a good joke. Good question, Alfie. I will, as Jim's saying, stay tuned. I'll keep you updates, and I will say right now, the issue is that everyone, including the LFP, Nice, the people for structural reasons, will want this game to continue, but the Marseille players will not want this game to continue. There are multiple sources saying the manager and the players do not want this game, which is understandable because the players have been assaulted. For anyone who's just tuned in, this is just the result of what's happened to Mateo Guendouzi. He's been strangled around the neck. Pai was struck in the back, which started all of this. So the issue is that we've got 2 sides. One side, the authority wants this game to continue, but Marseille, well within their right, say they do not want to go back out onto that Nice pitch. So it's absolutely crazy at the moment. I said I'm providing updates as I can. Okay, live update. The Nice captain Dante is now in the Marseille dressing room to try and convince Marseille players to continue the match. So we're still not done here yet. We still do not know what's happening yet. Absolutely mental stuff at the moment. I'm keeping you updated. Sacha Bob's been assaulted. Yet Guendouzi is one of the people assaulted. That was because, for anyone just tuning in, it's been long enough. I will give a full recollection of what happened. Even if you've seen the things on Twitter, I've been watching the game live, rewinded it, I've analysed it. I know what's happened here. So let me talk you through it slowly as well while we wait for updates. Throughout the game of Nice beat Marseille, the Nice fans were throwing objects at the Marseille players. Apologies to the people hearing this at a minute of time, but for the new people here, the Nice fans were throwing objects at Marseille players. Dimitri Payet went to go and take a corner in the 79th minute while Marseille were 1-0 down. While he was going to take the corner, he was struck in the back by an object at some speed and he went down. At first, including myself, I thought he made a meal out of it. He definitely did not. He was struck pretty hard in the back by flying objects from the crowd. He's got up, picked up that object and launched it back into the crowd. Then these players have gone over to try and calm the commotion, but before they can, it's too late because the Marseille players have gone over and start booting things into the crowd too. At this point, one of the Marseille players, Alvaro Gonzalez, picks up a ball and boots it into the crowd. Then Guendouzi and other players go into go up to the stands to antagonize, to come at the fans because they've been attacked all game. Then at that point, the Nice fans invade the pitch, break down the barriers, and invade the pitch. And I've given you live updates from there. That is what's happened so far, and I'll keep giving little tidbits as well that come to my mind. We're still following the live things. As I said, we're still waiting for the game to continue. It's in the balance. Everyone besides Marseille wants it to continue from the legal authorities. But Marseille, quite rightly, in fairness, do not want to go back on the pitch. The Nice captain, Dante, the Brazilian centre-back, the former Bayern Munich centre-back, is currently in the Marseille dressing room to try and convince the Marseille players to finish the game. This might be a bit of an issue because One of the Nice players in Jean-Claire Todibo allegedly abused Jorge Sampaoli, one of the Marseille manager, which caused Sampaoli to try and fight the defender. No, I am not making any of this up. It is crazy. The worst one's Lewin Perez. Yes, it is. Daniel was completely right. Lewin Perez, as well as Guendouzi, was strangled. He's very injured around the neck. One of the interesting things about Lewin Perez, he's been in France for 4 weeks. He's been assaulted on the pitch and he's had his house burgled, which is sadly a common thing that happens to French footballers. Nice players are back on the pitch. Right, I'm going to try and flick back over to the game. No idea what's going on with it. Hopefully BT Sport are going to re-show it. If not, I've given all this information. AB says Ligue 1 is fantastic. For the wrong or right reasons, yeah, but we don't... I guess so. Right, I don't think BT are going to show it. I'm going to flick back to... I'm going to try and get something up on TV at the moment, right? Unbelievable stuff today, look. Unbelievable stuff. These players are back on the pitch. Apparently, Pi is back. I'm going to try and get it up, people, to provide live information. I am aware. I don't. If someone says if it comes back on BT Sport, please can someone shout to me in the comments so I can get it up. Yeah, I don't. I'm not sure if BT are going to show the game. I'm going to check. Tony said DM. I will right now. Let me get it up. Nice players are back on the pitch. We've got Pi's injury. Thank you, Tony. I'll see if I could show that. That's quite bad. Daniel sent a look as well. Thank you very much, Daniel. What a hero that is. All right. I've suddenly found a way to watch it. Wow. All right. Okay. So hopefully the game will come back. The game is on Prime Video. I think it is for you, friend, but you're in France. So in England, it's not. What a mental thing. 2-2 in the Madrid game, or at least something's happened there. No clue how Marseille have enough players to continue. That's the interesting thing. We don't know if don't know if what's his name? I don't know if Guendouzi, Perez, Paya even want to return to the pitch. They've been assaulted, so it's completely understandable if they don't want to return to the pitch. It's crazy. It's crazy stuff. God in heaven. Well, I'm going to try and keep you updated, and maybe we could turn to the normal stream settings we have for the best part of the stream, where the game was actually pretty interesting. Goodness me. Unbelievable stuff here. Right, we're still what I'm watching at the moment, the game's still not continuing yet. I'm trying to we still know we don't know if it's all in Marseille's court at the moment. Sorry. Ball is in Marseille's court. If they want to continue the game, it's down to them. But they're the people the game's waiting on. But don't take that as a thing of, oh my God, Marseille, they don't want this game to continue. They're completely entitled for this game not to continue. And these players are back on the pitch. But we don't know. Apparently, the Marseille president and ex-Nice player Jose Cobos had an altercation in the presidential area. Just fights all over the place. This game wasn't even that bad-tempered. It's crazy. If the LFP follow their own rules here and the officials have decided the OGC Nice Marseille game should continue, then I'll say Marseille. Oh, God, yeah. So here's an update. If the LFP have made a decision that this game should continue and Marseille say no, Marseille will automatically lose 3-0 if they don't turn up onto the pitch. Well, it's whatever you think of that, guys. Let me know. I'm beginning, as the more and more this goes on, the more I'm beginning to lean towards Marseille in terms of being on their side. I mean, Leon said Pie's a pussy. I've had a lot of water bottles launched at me in school, never cried. I guess, yeah, but have you ever had them fall and launched at that speed where you're just trying to play football? I don't know. I'm sided with Pie kind of a bit more. Why? Okay, this guy's an idiot. If this continues, someone will get sent off. Yeah, I can imagine so. We're 2 away from 60 likes. Let's get there, people. Send a like for every Nice fan that invades the pitch. Like this video, so we should get about 400 likes. Is just for can the LFP do that? I think they can. I think the LFP can give Marseille an automatic loss. Absolutely. I'm still trying to get things going. Still nothing being shown yet at the moment. I imagine the TV companies just don't know what to do. They're just having to just show whatever footage they can. Guys, again, show me if wherever you're watching the game it continues. But right now for me it's not continuing. So it's continuing, but show me wherever right now if the game is being shown right now. I'm being shown a hastily put together Ligue 1 compilation, which I rate, to be fair. Let me go to BT Sport quickly. Everyone seems to have a completely different opinion on it online. Okay, guys, I want to hear the closest I can get to a poll. If you think the Marseille players are at fault, type if you think if your team Nice, if you think the Nice fans are the ones that have been done by here, type in I'm Team Nice in the chat. And if you think Marseille have been done over, type that in the chat. Say your Team Marseille. Whatever you want. Say whatever one you think, because I want to get what people think at the moment, because obviously everyone's got a different opinion. I want to know what you guys are thinking. I mean, I'm isolated at the moment. I'm just trying to get details for you, and let's get a conversation going in the chat. Football on BT Sport. I'm seeing if BT Sport said anything as well. It's a old account. Hang on. BT Sport. Sorry if you can hear me typing, guys. Here we go. Right, I'm seeing if anything's come up. Crazy scenes in Ligue 1. Dimitri Payet was hit by a missile from the crowd. When he threw it back, it was all kicked off. The match is suspended. Chaos ascended. Right. Still don't know, guys, if it's going to be shown back on BT. Right, someone says Team Nice. Team Nice. Team OM. Team OM. It's quite... Lots of people saying Team OM. Lots of people saying Team OM. Team OM. What, 4 OM, 5 OM, 6 OM, 7 OM. 7 OM, 1 Nice. Most people seem to be siding with Marseille. I feel like I'm going for it. I'm with Jack as well. I think it's a bit of both, but it's definitely both fault. Marseille are not innocent here, especially the stupid coaches ran onto the pitch to do what he did. But I think the Nice fans, I don't want to say we're asking for it, but I definitely think they will, like, I don't know. I think the Nice fans are a huge part to blame for this. I think they're the central blame. Sorry, but I think it's both. Yeah, 70-30 of Nice. How many times do you think it's Nice? It's 70-30 in terms of you think it's Nice's fault. You can't blame Pai for retaliating. The coach just having a laugh. I wouldn't say the coach having a laugh, but I can agree. Yeah, I can't. How can you blame Pai for retaliating? Like after what happened here? Oh, goodness me. Computer's going slow. I'm trying my best to get the info to you guys, but as I said, it's difficult. God, what a mess of a game. I'm just trying to get official confirmation, guys, on anything at the moment. From what I know at the moment, it's still that it's all in Marseille's hand. It's stupid what the coach did and what the player's doing after, but you can't throw shit at people and not expect to respond. Yeah, that's the best way to summarize it. I think Heki's got it spot on there. That's a really good way of saying it. Okay, I'm trying to get BT up at the moment. Right, here we go. BT help. I'm just seeing if BT have said anything, if they're going to show a game. Doesn't look like it. Right, I'm going back to get French football news. Things we don't know if Guendouzi is going to return to the game or anything. No idea. Because Guendouzi, Perez, Pai struck. Guendouzi and Perez strangled. I think that's the big thing. If the Nice fans are just going to fade to the pitch, start shouting at them, I get it. But they're not only have they tried to assault them, but they've actually strangled them. And with severe marks there. It's terrible. Nice don't deserve any points. Marseille do. That's the thing. I feel it'd be quite awkward to say. It would be quite awkward to say, okay, Marseille are getting a 3-point automatic win here, but at the same time, What can you do? Oh, hang on. They're showing Nice highlights at the moment. There was a point early in the game which I didn't realise. So the fans in the main stand, they did at 40 minutes in, they were pushing the boundaries. I didn't realise this. I must have missed this earlier on. It was before Nice scored. Things were getting thrown on the pitch. I knew those things getting thrown on the pitch, but looks like early on there was almost an altercation there. What? Amazon Palace and Marseille boss Wilson Pauli, who has his bag in his hand as if he intends to walk out of the stadium. You cannot predict what's going on. It'd be horrible if Sampaoli leaves Marseille because he's been brilliant. He's been so good at Marseille so far. Really hope this isn't the end for him. It's terrible. Marseille, like, we were excited to watch this game because they're playing a 3-4-2-1 system. A 3-2-4-1 system, like with 5 attackers. It was brilliant work. Really interesting football. And it was the 74th minute where it all really blew apart. And you can look at Sampaoli, he's having to be held back. Apparently, Jean-Claude Todibo abused him. And he's really lost it there. You shouldn't be doing that. And then it's like the stewards were fighting with... Oh my God, just everyone fighting with each other in terms of... It's not only the players and the players fighting with each other, or the fans, the Marseille and Nice officials, and it looks like even the stewards were fighting with each other, or officials from both things. So the stadium has a problem, Lost Galaxy says. Yeah, looking back on it, this looks like an issue that should have been held. Okay, the players are back on the pitch, or it looks like Nice. And these players are on the pitch, they're just kicking the ball around. The fans are still in the stadium, not all of them, a few of them have walked out. But it's still saying match suspended. And yeah. Nice players on the pitch. I can only imagine the Marseille players are still trying to be convinced. They are trying to come back on. Yeah, Ewan says it's the Nice fans beat the Marseille players. So yeah, well, I don't know. I think what Ewan's trying to say is, it's Nice fans beat Marseille players. So how do Marseille deserve the points? They're not responsible for the fans, I guess. Jacob says, personally, it could go either way, and it would be fair if Marseille get an auto loss, then fair. But if the game doesn't go on, then fair. Yeah, I get you. They should kick all the fans out and then resume. I kind of feel this as well, really do. But isn't showing it. Yeah, we don't know if the game's still going on yet. I'm bringing you information as soon as I can get it, people. I've got a contact at BT Sport 2. I haven't said anything about resuming the broadcast there yet. But it'd only been 15 minutes, so if the game resumes, you can just keep me as your audio confirmation. Nice are affirming to RMC that Todibo and Kluivert were subjected to physical violence on part of Marseille security staff during the brawl. Okay, so that's opened some eyes here. When we saw the officials, what I said, it looked like stewards fighting each other. That must have been Marseille security staff. So it looks like the Nice players were assaulted by the Marseille security staff. This is going to have ramifications that will go on much wider than this game. Not only wider than the fans, but it looks like there could be a couple of players or officials who see their time in these clubs end. It's getting crazier by the second. We don't know if Sampaoli's left the stadium. We don't know who's been assaulted. Absolutely mental. Absolutely mental. Princess says, tell me when it's officially suspended. We don't know if Marseille will be convinced to come out and play the game. If Marseille come out and equalise, that would be incredible after all of this. And if they come out and have the strength to play in front of this crowd and equalise, it's wow. It's 11:15. I don't know how long I can keep going, guys. I will. I'll keep going until we get an official announcement. I will keep going until I get official announcement. What I meant to say is surely Marseille are the ones that have to take the most responsibilities. Actual representatives got involved. Yeah, that's fair. If Marseille security staff and officials assaulted these players, then they can understand why they get. To be honest, none of these teams, they should just both get 0 points from this game. They deserve 0 points after what's happened. I know Nice players aren't responsible for their fans necessarily, but it's on their half, and the fans, when the fans are backing the team, they're described as the 12th man. So they have to be the 12th man and a member of the team if they're doing things like this and assaulting people on the pitch. Heading back to the game, we're still getting shown adverts. Marseille have not returned to the pitch yet, of course. I think I'll give it till 11:10, if anything. Okay, OGC Nice president has said the decision will be taken by the authority. The decision was taken by the authorities to restart the match. The referee will restart the match, but I'm not sure the Marseille will be there. So that we don't have any word from Marseille yet. But what Nice are trying to paint it as is that the game is ready to go on, but Marseille will not turn up. Like they're painting it as everyone else is ready for it, but Marseille are the ones going against it. Which again, you can't blame Marseille for this. Some people saying the game is off, but we've heard this already. We don't know yet. Nothing official yet. Until we see Marseille players walk out of the stadium or leave the stadium. But then again, how are they going to get out of the stadium? The fans are probably waiting for them. These players are still on the pitch at the moment. I think they're just trying to keep warmed up. It's crazy to look at right now. These players are playing as if it's like the Nice players as if they're warming up for the game, but technically we're in the 75th minute. Mental. Still no word on the game. Still no word on the game. What channel? Sorry, Shaq. Okay, sorry, Shaq. What Shaq? What channel it is on? Right, it should be on BT Sport 3, but we do not know yet. It's because the game is in the balance. Maybe if it gets put back on BT, we'll show it again, Jack. But at the moment, it's not currently on TV. Not currently on UK TV. If you're living abroad, I think you can access it through Amazon Prime. Why would Marseille want to come out? They've been attacked by the fans. They should be finally deducted points. Yeah, that's the thing. I said it earlier. Are you Team Marseille or are you Team Nice? And a lot of people were backing Marseille. But I think that's going to be spun a bit if it's true that the Marseille security staff assaulted the players. Well, I'm going to have no voice tomorrow morning. Nice beat Marseille Thursday, 29th of August. Play was stopped in the first half and players left the field over banners displaying Nice fans and homophobic chanting by home supporters. Wow, that maybe adds a bit more background to this. Thank you, Hecky. Thank you, Hecky, indeed. Okay, tweets, replies. The referees have returned to the pitch. Okay, and Christophe Galtier has confirmed, the Nice manager, that Marseille players have already had their shower, but his team, the Nice team, will be ready to restart the match as the referee has requested. But maybe we'll have to see if Marseille come out. I imagine they'll be given a chance, but we don't know. I mean, right now I'm getting shown Brest highlights with Marseille, so yeah. Has the game kicked off again yet? No, it hasn't, Griffo, but it is not. We're still waiting on it. I imagine we're going to reach a conclusion pretty soon. It's 12 o'clock in France. It's going to be midnight in France. That's probably why most people have left. They've got work tomorrow morning. They can't stay this late. Oh, goodness me, guys. Right now, beIN Sports are just showing a rerun of Brest v PSG. Back on BT and it's over. Back on BT, it's over, is it? I'm still waiting the GFFN account. GFFN are one of the best sources here. They'll have French sources, so they'll know. Is it definitely back on BT? I'll get some. If someone else says, yep, someone else said it's back on BT. Let me have a look. Someone else is saying Marseille forfeited the game. Marseille forfeit? Is this what BT are saying? BT would be... Okay, right, hang on. I've got it up on HDMI 1. So I'm saying it's over. Hang on, let me flip back to Twitter. Flip back to Twitter. Nothing from GFFN yet. Nothing from GFFN. I hear you people saying the chat match is over. I mean, you guys have the commentary. I don't, but keeping like, well, Sampaoli's in the tunnel, though. Are you guys sure it's over? Sampaoli said he was meant to be leaving. He's in the tunnel. Well, Sampaoli's having words with another match official. Oh, no. It looks like he's about to kick off again in the tunnel. It looks like, I don't know who that is. Yeah, it's Todibo again. It's Jean-Claire Todibo, I think. He's the one who apparently abused Sampaoli and caused a big fracas. And that's the worrying thing. Look at, if you're watching on BT, look at that far stand. That's where the break-in happened, and they're all still there. That's a daunting sight. My dad said they should go back on and do a protest by not playing. Fair enough. Okay, if it's back, BT is saying it's over. They've just given the score final. Well, I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting for GFFN because we don't know. I'm still going to wait for GFFN. Oh, it's done. It's done. The official ref blows full time on OGC Nice beat Marseille after Marseille refused to restart the match, which means it's an automatic 3-0 victory for Nice by LFP rules. That means there's going to be repercussions because Marseille are not going to have this. Absolutely not. Apparently, the match has restarted for a Marseille corner, but there are no Marseille corners. There were no Marseille players to take it. What is going on? All right, we're going to end this stream soon. I'm just going to flip back to BTC. Yeah, BT have ended it. BT have ended it. Looks like game's done. I mean, I wish I could stream all night, people, but I've got things to do. We've got on for 3 hours now. What an incredible night. Thank you guys for doing with me. I mean, if you want to subscribe, like, I'm going to go through the comments while I'm doing that. Just subscribe and like. Super chat if you want to as well, if you're feeling kind. But I'm just going to go for the chats as well. Okay, refs. I think lots of people are updating me too. Any questions here? Marseille forfeited the game, it looks like. I think forfeit's the wrong word. It's more like a protest. I don't blame him for not wanting to come back on. It's one to keep an eye on throughout the night. Yeah, Ewan said they put the ball back in the corner and are lining up to defend the corner with no opposition. That is so scummy, though. You can't do that. You can't do that, Nice. It's just like taking the piss. It's not as if the fucking players haven't been attacked. They didn't walk out of the tunnel. Yep, I saw. Nice on the pitch to put pressure on the Marseille side. Match over. 65 likes. Thank you, people. Thank you, people, for 65 likes. Really appreciate that. Forfeit the match. Nice have shot themselves in the door. Why did they react when the team was winning 1-0? And these players also reacting was a joke. Marseille players won't come out after having this. I think there'll be a massive appeal here. There has to be. This can't go down as a 3-0 Nice victory. It's ridiculous. People saying football is lost. I kind of see it. It's over. What a shame. It is a shame because it was going to be a really good game. But thank you guys for tuning in. But thank you for saying excellent stream as well. I've done my best with this. I think we're going to have to end it there. Thank you for tuning in. Keep an eye on Twitter for everything going down here because, wow, it's an incredible night of French football. There's going to be ramifications here. Apparently, Jorge Sampaoli is still updates. I'm not going to keep streaming, but apparently Sampaoli is furious having a tantrum in the tunnel. Keep an eye beyond this stream. But thank you for tuning in, people, and have a very good night and have a good week. Appreciate it.
VIP, stay low key, like bando bitch, oh please, yeah. Brand new whip, no keys, yeah. Get down on knees.